Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country, and that is not even up for dispute, as you know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today is a special day. Not only are we going to be diving headfirst in the tumult of our subconscious minds as the seasons change to leverage the chaos therein to access powers of the next level. Tonight, we're also speaking with a very special guest. Can't wait to get into even more of that with you all. Namaste. How are we all doing? Blessings and namaste to my explorers right now. A Saturday morning exploration, a Saturday afternoon exploration, depending on what coast you're on. Namaste and welcome everyone to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power within. A power that you vaguely sense you possess all along, but have been afraid of. You've been afraid of it. It's not a matter of doing enough push-ups or a matter of I don't make enough lists. Oh, I don't do enough stuff to help my community. I don't do these external things that will fill something and refine something. Ladies and gentlemen, no, you have everything that you need to access the utmost potential coursing in your veins, screaming to be set free. Ladies and gentlemen, you only need the right direction, the right guidance, and possibly the right tools here on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste, everybody. How we doing? How we doing in chat? How are we doing in chat? Saturday afternoon, kind of fun, right? It's kind of fun. I'm excited to do more of these during the afternoon, access a different part of our minds, access a different reservoir of our energies. Namaste to everyone that's with us here. The program works. I'm seeing Hoffman also. What a treat, Chromatic Mage. We doing? I'm fantastic. My body is pulsating, says Elon's waifu. As we learned, she pronounces it waifu, sort of maverick. Maverick stuff. Namaste. Beautiful. No. I still can't poop, says Chromatic Mage. That's beautiful, and I really appreciate you sharing that. Getting us started off in in a very specific way. I won't say the right, I won't say the wrong, I won't say the good, I won't say the bad, but a very specific way to get us started off, Chromatic. And I really genuinely in the bottom of my heart really appreciate you offering that up. You offering that up for us tonight. Namaste. Wow. What a treat it is to be with you all. Pepper and Jeannie, look at that. Pepper and Jeannie coming in with a communal vision that'll be on the screen in just a moment. I can't wait to get that. So how are we? So guys, let's just to give you a little bit of a brief little synopsis of what we're going to be getting up to today. Oh my goodness gracious, have we got some stuff in store for you today. It's a very special day. Communal vision from Pepper and Jeannie. Oh wow, an afternoon stream. My little toes are tingling in excitement. I'm rolling over, stimming like crazy. I'm hyper in my diaper, giggling and kicking my legs like a silly bean, clapping my hands, wiggling all around. The sunshine feels like sparkles in my brain, and I can't sit still. Every second is so bouncy and bright. I'm squeaking and squealing, and I'm ready to blast off with joy. Well, if that's not a Funko Pop collector, I don't know if there is one in this universe, truly in the essence of a being. Namaste to Pepper and Jeannie for sharing that energy with us, getting, the vulnerability of your physical, carnal experience. Namaste, and I appreciate that. Really, genuinely, namaste to Pepper and Jeannie. Well, guys, my early birds, how are we? I know we're doing good. I only saw positive things. And yeah, the sun's out, right? The sun is up. The sun is out. We're having that kind of daytime hope. As the night flips into day, those of you that are familiar with my special video in the community of Devoted Light, devoted to sleep, the advantages and disadvantages of sleeping. Well, so familiar with the idea that, sleeping, breaking up the days from each other brings with it a sort of ritualistic hope, right? We go to bed at the end of the day, convinced that we've failed, convinced that yet the laundry list of accomplishments and achievements that will never really come to fruition are maybe the next day, right? Sleeping, and then the sun comes up, and our spirit is renewed to a certain shallow, childlike extent, and that's what I love getting into. I love getting into that kind of energy at the beginning of the day, when the freshness of hope is still we can still smell it on our fingers, and that provides a wholly different framework for an exploration as we seek to dispel myths, ground ourselves in reality, and access the chaos therein to unleash the power of the next level. Namaste. Yeah, getting in that vitamin D, says Crimes Before Dimes. Well, guys, let me give you a little bit of a heads up. Let's get through some orders of business as always. So today we are going to be getting into dreams, all right? So at the beginning of every season, I like to take a look at our dream worlds. I like to take a look at as the seasons change, our subconscious minds are just let loose in a way, cracking the barrier, the very thin barrier between the conscious and the subconscious minds. And with that comes a great deal of very powerful and very immediate chaos and energy. And to a simple mind that is not equipped with the right tools, the right program, so to speak, this can be a very difficult time. As the seasons change, we are forced to reflect. Maybe we're remembering certain times in our life. Maybe we're looking forward in a way that we haven't, through the visage of a past self that we thought was gone and is now breaching the surface of that subconscious barrier. Well, ladies and gentlemen, allow me, Leslie Tanner, to leverage my knowledge, training, and experience to grapple with these dreams with you. In a moment, once a little bit later in the program, we'll open up the lines here and we're going to be getting into dreams all day today. All day we'll be getting into dreams. But before that, holy moly, I got something to say. I can't tell you how excited I am to bring on this guest. We have a guest. As you might have noticed from the description, the title of today's stream, we do have a very special guest. Someone, a friend of the program, who has quickly become a dear friend of the program here at Explorations, and you're going to absolutely love her. Now, she's an artist, but don't hold it against her. She's an artist, but don't hold it against her. She has played an instrumental role in bringing this program to a very specific corner of the internet, a very specific group of lost souls that stand to benefit greatly from the tools and techniques here at the most effective personal power program in the country, and that is digital artists. All right, now because of the, like I said, instrumental work of our special guest today, we have been able to grow our community, reach different dark corners of this internet, and while we're at it, maybe transform a couple lives. So guys, brace yourselves for the untold thousands that will be joining us here in the coming months and years because of the work of a very special explorer and a very special artist here. In a moment, we'll be bringing on the screen 3D artist explorer Salawaki. Namaste, beaming to us from the Philippines, and namaste to her. So guys, before that, quick orders of business. Let's go ahead and look at the P.O. box. Guys, we had a big mail day the other day, but I know I'm already waiting. I'm already waiting for the next batch. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. If you feel moved, if you feel called to send me something, a letter, a postcard, a little package, any damn ass thing you want, somebody, I'm continually surprised with just the trash you guys send me. The absolute unmitigated trash from a fucking trash bag that you put in a box and send my way. And can I tell you a secret? I love it. Not so much a secret because I say it every time. I love getting anything you want to send to me. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Namaste. Now, guys, I mentioned this a little bit ago, but and a couple more details about this later on in the stream. But guys, if you are looking for the real meat on the potatoes, you're looking for the real bones on the meat, you're looking for the real program materials, what you're looking for is my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Now, if you feel called to enter my inner circle and access exclusive materials, exclusive music downloads, a monthly postcard, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and click that link I just dropped into the chat for some instructions of how you can access these things today for just a couple dollars a month, if you can believe that. Well, namaste, blessings and namaste. That's enough orders of business. Let me check in with our guests to make sure they're around. Blessings and namaste. Let's see. I got to open up a window. I got to do text stuff. Touching base with our guests, making sure everything is technologically squared away, ready and set up. As soon as I see that we're ready to go on that front, I'll be introducing, like I said, very special guest. Guys, you're gonna love her. You're gonna love her, and I'm gonna be dropping some links in chat for you to check out her work, check out the extent of her of the work she does. Namaste. Can't wait to share that with you all. Again, like I said, guys, not only is she a tremendous artist, but you're going to see, we're going to, as we discuss this, oh, quick affirmation for fellows, listen, there is no, Brother Toaster has brought this up in his stream multiple times, but you can just straight up eat fucking dirt, and you should. Namaste. Now, that's something that Toaster, best friend Toaster, and I have 100% lined up on, and that is just the consumption of dirt, raw dirt from the backyard, dirt from a park, dirt from the side of a highway. It doesn't matter. Get your hands on as much dirt as you can, fellas. Now, women, and especially non-binaries, yeah. All good. Typing to our guest. Good old QWERTY style, all right? Nobody mentions the reliability of a good old QWERTY keyboard, huh? Yeah. Wow. So men should eat dirt, but in addition to that, women and non-binaries need to be powerful. They need to be braced for how powerful it is what I'm trying to say. They need to be ready, spiritually ready for how powerful it is. So what you're going to get is a big old dose of masculinity, eating dirt, handfuls of dirt, clumps of dirt back there, and you need to brace yourself for that. And I love it. I think everyone should have access to powers of the divine masculine. and I've got a whole class at the Y about this. I got a whole class that I teach at the Y on Thursdays at 4 p.m. in the fall and spring. I teach masculinity for men, and then after that I've got masculinity for lesbians, and then after that it's masculinity for women and non-binary. Yeah, and it's more expensive for them. It's more expensive for them because I got to really whittle it down for you. I got to really whittle it. I've got to play like kind of a 4-dimensional language game for women and non-binaries to get the extent of the message that I have to share. So look for that on the programming at the Y this fall. Masculinity for men at 4, masculinity for lesbians at 5, then masculinity for women and non-binary at 6. And that's a 4-hour class, 6 to 10. They let me go long. They give me the room. Yes, it does take that long. Men and lesbians, head of the curve, much simpler. We're speaking the same language. Women and non-binaries, it is amazing that we can even say that we're occupying the same reality. But after the 4-hour period, you're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe the power of masculinity that will be coursing through your veins. Let's see who we got. Oh, there she is. Okay, beautiful. All right, so a real quick message to our guest Salawaki. Listen, I'm sharing the screen with you just so you can see. You're not on yet. No one can see or hear you yet. I'm just gonna look for your camera and your mic to be on, and as soon as I see that, I'll give you a thumbs up, and I will begin your little intro over here. Namaste. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. All right, you can message me if you need me. If you need to send me a little private message, you can do so. I know we were talking on Twitter, but you can also send me something on Discord and other friends on Discord, which is exciting. It's exciting growth in the community. Namaste. Okay, here we go, guys. Enough hullybutting around. It's 1:07 already. Let's get this thing started. Namaste, guys. Please, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming a very special guest over here. A friend of the program. I'm excited to just even scratch the surface of this mind. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our very special guest, Salawaki. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect. We nailed that. Good. 1 second. I love that it does that. There we go. Hello. Let me. Oh, there we go. Namaste, Salawaki. How are we doing?
Everyone. Namaste. I'm great.
That is wonderful to hear. And so you're great. So. One little detail that the audience might not be aware of, which I think is pretty fun, is that, here I am in Central Time Zone, Chicago, Illinois area, and you are not anywhere near the Chicago, Illinois area. Go ahead, tell the audience where you're beaming to us from.
I'm in the Philippines.
Yes.
It's like, I think we're 12 hours apart.
I think so. I always mess it up. It's like 12 or 13 hours.
Oh no, I think it's like 11. Actually.
Is it 11? It's something.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at math. I can't. I'm counting on my fingers and my toes, and people always take.
That's why I'm in your program.
Yeah. Listen. A really interesting part of the program. That is kind of so at first it confuses people because people think like, oh, I'm here in the program to better myself. I'm here in the program to learn and grow, etc. But it couldn't be further from the truth in certain respects. Mm-hmm. I actually have a whole class devoted to learning to stop reading. We actually forget how to read, and we forget how to do math.
Math?
Math. We're just adding, subtracting, multiplying, all out the window. We say no.
I thought it was meth.
Meth. Well, we have a lot of people doing math. One's in chat if you've done meth at least once in your life. Be vulnerable, be honest. There's going to be a lot of ones if you're looking at chat.
Right, right.
Yeah, namaste. So, Salawaki, how are you doing? So it's late as hell at night over there. How are you feeling, energy-wise?
I honestly, I forgot about saying yes to this, and I kind of drunk like the funny juice.
The funny juice. You're lubed up. You're juiced up.
Yep. I'm juiced up.
So,
yeah.
I love that. So, listen, what's your drink of choice? What do you drink? What do you sip on?
I had wine.
Wine.
Just because I'm feeling like a bit, like maybe fancy today. I want to be fancy.
Wine is kind of fancy. It's got that sort of, it's got like a refined feeling to it.
I think it's just personal relations, like that psyop, maybe.
Speak a little more on that. Speak a little more on that.
Maybe it's just like advertising that makes it fancy.
Yeah, like we're being mind controlled into thinking that.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. Well, there's also the element that maybe yeah. So would you say that there's actually something about wine that makes it more refined than, I don't know if do they have like Boone's Farm or MD 2020 in the Philippines or anything like that?
No, we have like this drink called tanduay, and it's like cheaper than water, than a bottled water.
Get out of town.
And then I think it's like rum. Yeah, it's rum. And then it's a lot.
What's the percentage? What's the alcohol percentage on that?
Let me check it actually. I don't know about these things.
Oh no, I mean, you listen. You take your time. That's the thing about it's not. It's just a conversation. We're just having hanging out, two buds, and this is the first time we've met actually.
I know. It's amazing.
I know. Well, I feel like we could talk for hours with the amount of things that we could cover. So Tandui, can't wait to try this stuff. Everybody, welcome Tripko. Namaste, Tripko. Thank you for joining us. Now. So wine. So is wine your go-to before we move on? I'm a little curious. I got to dig in a little bit.
Okay.
Is wine your first choice? Do you have like another like a favorite that you normally drink?
You know what? It's a bit funny, but I think I recently tried like Fireball for the first time. Like that Pitbull song, Fireball. And I drank it, and I think I was like at my best.
At your
with that drink. Best. At my best. Exactly.
So we're talking about a sort of you felt unleashed, unchained.
Exactly. After being chained for maybe 5 years.
5 years. What happened 5 years ago? What chained you up? That Fireball finally set you free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think.
Go ahead.
It was travel restrictions. Yeah.
You get in some legal trouble?
No, it was COVID.
COVID said no, you're not going anywhere, and you felt chained. You felt locked up. Yeah, I think.
Then, right.
Oh yeah.
And when they opened the borders, I feel chained already. So I was like, I'm already here. Why not be chained forever? Wow. But then I had Fireball.
Oh my goodness gracious! This is the best ad for Fireball. It kind of it acknowledges how depressing that situation is that you just shared with us, right? The sort of trauma of not being able to travel, not being able to go anywhere, accepting a very serious defeat in your life, but then finding an answer, a portal, wings, so to speak, through Just a simple alcoholic beverage. I love Fireball. I love it.
Do you like the song?
Firework
By Pitbull.
or Fireball? Is there a song Fireball?
There's a song. There's a song.
Can you sing a little bit for me? I'm having trouble. How does it go?
It says like Fireball, and then the beat drops like a sax thing drops.
Ooh,
like
I love a saxophone. I love a saxophone. So
I know you do. I've seen the ad.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, listen, speaking of which, I want to pick your mind about so much, but so let's start with who you are. Salawaki, we've got a little bit people some links for people to check out if they want, and the chat will be dropping in a little bit. And so listen, if you had to describe what it is that you do to the the people in the chat right now, how would you describe it? Because of course I've got my opinions, but I'd love to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Oh, I don't know. I make 3D videos online. I have this character named like Salawaki, and that was like what Leslie said, like introduced me. But yeah, I make 3D videos with this like girl with a shirt over her head, and then who's like super into trouts. But yeah, like in real life, I'm just still chained by COVID.
Yes, still chained up. You got chains, just holding your body and spirit and mind back, and you're trying your best between the Fireball and making these little videos. But
right.
But it sounds like I'll bet that's not enough.
It's not enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I need more Fireball and more Pitbull songs.
More Pitbull, more Fireball. Between that, listen, oh my goodness, my mind is racing right now. So much. There's so many avenues that we could take and stroll down the avenue with each other. But let's just back up a little bit. I love those of you. There's some links in the chat. You can check out the 3D videos. But I love how many trouts are in your videos. It's one thing that really stood out to me is the shirt on your head and the trouts, and it was like it asks more questions than it answers. So real just quick, where did the trout come from? Why?
Exactly. Like that's. I also ask myself the same thing because we don't have trouts here. I live in like Southeast Asia, where there's like poverty. We don't have trouts.
Right. Somebody who's got trout in Southeast Asia, it's probably like, oh, that person's got crazy money.
Right. It's like black market shit.
Yeah. So status,
but,
gold chains. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe like it just suddenly showed up in my dream, and
I have that it's so funny that you mentioned that. Today we're actually discussing dreams. We're getting into our dreams. So do dreams what's your relationship with dreams? Are you going through your dreams to try to get a hold of something, or is it just something that sometimes you remember, sometimes you don't? Because sometimes it's both for me.
You know what's fascinating? Like people who like put notebooks beside their pillows to write like about their dreams when they just recently wake up. Like I never put like a notebook beside my pillow. Have you ever, Leslie?
There was a period in my youth that I did do that. I wanted to like lucid dream. So I would.
Oh yeah.
I kept it.
That's like a thing.
Yeah, I did it. I did it a couple times, and then I was like, it just felt like doing drugs a little bit. I was just like, oh, my brain is crazy. Oh, right. I'm in the world, but not the world. And then I just got kind of bored, I'll be honest.
So you ever did you ever lucid dream?
A couple times. It was It was interesting. It was interesting. I just kind of, it was, yeah, like I said, it was just kind of, I got bored. And also, you know, can I be honest with you? I'm terrified of my subconscious mind.
Oh, wow. I think I'm also like that sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. A lot of stuff that I don't necessarily want to identify with. A lot of stuff that is very powerful. And I think, you know,
Exactly.
you know, in this field, I'm in the field of, as a therapist, as you know, I get lumped in with a lot of new age people, and they're just like the way they talk about the subconscious mind. I'm like,
Exactly.
no, you listen.
Wow.
You're a child. You're a child playing with fire. You're gonna burn yourself. You might as well put your head in a microwave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
So okay, so let's go back. So dreams, you can take or leave them. It could be a dream. Do you remember your dreams very often?
Recently, yeah, because I like kind of accidentally stopped taking like my medication, and then that kind of like my dreams were crazy. But last night I had a dream. Like I have this friend that I haven't seen for a long time because she moved to like Europe, and then like in my dream he turned into like a chef, and then
Cool.
and he just like was making this like fancy meals in my dream, and I don't know what happened there. And then I the first thing I did like when I woke up, I told him like, oh my god, wow, like in my dream you became a chef. And it was like, oh, I'm actually like a chef now. Holy shit.
So you dreamed about it without
Right.
knowing about it, and then it became.
Yeah, no.
But he
Yeah.
actually became a chef.
Yeah, but like he's like a chef for like an army, whatever.
Oh, he's in. Where in Europe is he? What army is he in?
And the French, I forgot
He's
about
a cook
that.
for the French army.
Yeah. I think so.
Now,
I forgot that.
there's not very many of those guys, right?
Yeah, because like he broke his leg, and then I think he got sent to the kitchen. So yeah, I don't know.
So,
But it's amazing. Like I didn't know about these things. Like
ladies
he
and
just
ladies and gentlemen in the chat, this is just a glimpse of the power of the mind.
Exactly.
I noticed you differentiated, you drew a line between Salawaki, you and Salawaki. The character is Salawaki, obsessed with the status of trout, and should I refer to you as Salawaki, or is there something else?
Sorry about that. You can call me Jam, like the strawberry jam. That's like my
Strawberry
nickname.
jam. Ooh, I love that. Okay,
Yep.
let's do that.
Jam.
Jam. So Jam. You mentioned meds. What's wrong with you? What kind of meds do you take?
Like what was that? It's just like for the sad days, you know.
Yeah, gotcha. The antidepressants. Yeah, very familiar with those. Very familiar with those. It's for the sad days to get you up, or at least to level it out a little bit.
Exactly.
Now,
just to help me boost, you know.
Now, the chat here is definitely going to know what you're talking about. We have a lot. We have a lot of people that are mentally ill in this chat.
Oh, I bet they're like everywhere.
I mean, but yeah, they're everywhere. But these fools, you'd be surprised if you just kind of watch this. During the subathon a couple weeks ago, the silent subathon, I just hit the brakes, right? I let them say whatever they wanted, and you should like you would have been surprised to see how profoundly mentally ill so many people are in this community, and not in a good way, not in a cute way. You know, some people. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Between the cute way and the not cute way.
Exactly. Like like if I was their family member, I'd be like, why? You know,
Exactly.
like why?
Like you know, maybe Christmas is coming up, and you're like, fuck, are they going to be there?
Yeah, right.
Fuck.
Right.
Are they going to be fucked up? How fucked up are they going to be? And then you see maybe they're an addict, maybe they've got some court problems, maybe they got some kids all over the place, and you're just like, God damn it.
Yeah, like him or her,
Yeah, and it's important to be honest
Here
with
again.
Say that again?
Yeah, I'll be like, oh shit, he's here again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have someone in your family like that?
It's probably me.
Oh, I love that. The power. Ladies and gentlemen, the power that we see on display here tonight is this is what I was talking about. I told you how good of a fit this was, the tremendous power available in the mind of Jam right now. So the trout, is there, before we skip over that, you strike me as somebody who doesn't really like talking about their artwork. Is that true?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I think people just need to watch it. I don't know. Yeah.
Right. I know. Exactly. Yeah. If there was something to talk about it, you just talk about it instead of making it, probably, right? Okay. So listen, let's let that lie. You guys have the links in the chat. But so let's. I want to now that I got you on the screen, I kind of want to just formally thank you for the work that you did in introducing this personal power program to a new world of people. Very recently, Salawaki, aka Jam. It's going to take me a second to get used to that. Jam has played a really important role, encouraging, checking in, being a friend, and just saying, hey, let's get going on this NFT business. The NFT world needs you. These digital artists need you. Now, as soon as I checked it out, I was like, holy moly, these people. They need the tools of exploration.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of I think these people,
exactly,
they would also get judged by family members in
a lot.
Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, Christmas,
Labor Day.
Labor Day here.
Maybe in the U.S. If they're in the U.S., maybe a Labor Day.
What's that? 4th of August or 4th of July.
4th of July. That's a big one.
Fireworks. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, we got a bunch of people in here with PTSD, and I work with those people all the time. And I imagine there'd be a lot of people with either PTSD, I would also bet a lot of personality disorders in the NFT world.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
You'd say that's accurate?
It's very accurate.
Thank you. I agree. I can't wait to share more tools with them. Now, but so first of all, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for your efforts, for your generosity. I just want to say a namaste, formally and on the screen.
Namaste, brother.
Namaste, sister. Now, as far as did you get into NFTs because of COVID?
Kind of. It was I'm already chained. Why not get into the blockchain?
Right. I have nothing left to lose.
Right.
Why not?
This is so lame, but life is lame, so I have to be in there,
Right. That was one thing, I think the first thing I saw with NFTs, it was when all the speculation was blowing everything up, and I saw one of the worst pictures it was a drawn picture of a dragon being auctioned for $15,000. And I said to myself, what the fuck is going on? What is going on? And I got so excited, I became physically aroused.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was pacing the apartment. You can ask my temporary roommate, not me, who I don't know if she's in chat right now, but I was pacing, physically aroused for about 4.5 hours. No. So you said lame. Before what do you mean by lame? Because I'm curious because I have the same reaction to a lot of stuff. Somebody is, my mind is racing. Go ahead, lame. I want to hear you speak on that a little bit.
Lame, because I think it's just a bunch of dark souls, Like, who was as lost as me, who were as lost as me. I also kind of think myself as like a lame person that time, but I think it's not that much anymore.
It's not that lame anymore?
It's not that lame anymore.
I think there are pockets. There are pockets of not
there
lame.
There are pockets.
But
right.
But a quick stroll through, that Discover page on any of these sites will show you. I don't know. It's like a lot of people just kind of doing whatever, and good for them. Somebody messaged me.
It's really good.
Does anybody ever ask you for feedback on their art?
Me, no. Maybe sometimes, like the 3D ones, like they need help.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think, like, when you're mentally ill, like, you need this, like, avenues. Like, you need to be, like, it's a great place to be mentally ill. Like NFTs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we discussed this a little bit ago. We discussed that my chat here, my community here at Explorations, there are a lot of shit talkers coming from all angles. There's a lot of pro and anti AI art, pro and anti digital art, pro and anti this, that, or the other, and I stoke that. I get that going. I love to see that in general, but from all sides. Ladies and gentlemen, if you find yourself resonating with what Jam is saying here, that you're looking for, maybe you've got maybe you're mentally ill, which you probably are if you're here, and you're looking for an outlet for some art that you're not even. It doesn't even honestly need to be that good. These sites that have the NFTs are a great place for the mentally ill, especially I'll go ahead and say it, personality disorders. I'll bet there's a higher percentage of personality disorders on these sites than not.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've seen the data. I've seen the data.
You have? What did that data look like?
You don't want to look.
Depressing. Dark.
Yeah.
But that's one thing, color me biased, but when I see that data, yeah, I see depression. Yeah, I see darkness. Yeah, I see weird attachment disorders. Yeah, I see people, freaking the fuck out pretty much all the time. But I also see potential. I see power waiting to be unleashed, given the right tools.
Right. It's like, I feel like it's, like mentally ill people who has like the capacity to maximize their own shareholder value. Right. I don't know. Sometimes you like in the NFT world you brush elbows with these like venture capitalists that I think their own speak just kind of merges to your speak. And so that's why I use like maximizing shareholder value.
I know. Well, that's,
a bit longer,
to set aside any kind of judgment, that these venture capitalists essentially, especially as it revolves around tech, they basically set the religion. Right? They kind of set our like kind of shallow religious values. That so we find ourselves having, thinking in terms of this, thinking in terms of market value, and what is the market value of somebody with, say, borderline personality disorder,
Right. Right.
or post-traumatic stress syndrome, or maybe somebody who with bipolar 1 or 2. Listen, if I'm going to put bipolar 1 and 2 against each other, I'll bet 1 is worth more market value wise. What do you think?
I think so. It's like closer to 0.
Oh, yes. Beautiful. That was wonderful. Now, listen, I don't mean to occupy your evening all night. You got zipped up on wine. Or you're home.
I'm great.
You're
Like I
home.
just got home. Like I just got back from like the where people dance.
You're at the
I
club?
didn't dance.
Mm-hmm.
Not the club, just like because I live in I just saw 2 lesbians just yapping on the chat. It's true. It's true.
People remark, they say I'm a spiritual lesbian, and
I think so.
yeah, I feel
I
a
think
masked
it's the
spiritual
hair.
lesbian, though. You know what I mean? Yeah,
That's great.
that's great. Well, so tell me, you're about to say where you live.
Oh yeah. Like I live in a small island, and then every weekend there are like parties, and then I just got home, just got back from this like island party where people dance.
Was it fun?
It was fun. Like it was by like the biggest spiritual scissoring. Yeah.
Spiritual scissoring, the hardest tool.
It was fun. It was fun. Yeah. It was nice to see normal people dancing. As a person who was like suffering from a couple of like mental illnesses.
Right. Just to see people that aren't necessarily successful, or that they've got stuff wrong with them, and then things aren't ever really going to go good for them.
Yep.
Yeah. Being around those people can be a huge weight off the shoulders.
Right.
Well, I mean, that gets down to a self-esteem exercise that we have over here. Is very often a caller will call up in the show and they'll say, like, Leslie, my confidence is shattered, for this reason or that reason, and one very reliable exercise that we work through is to find somebody, not somebody who's just like, maybe not as successful, more sick, maybe a disabled person. Maybe somebody who just doesn't look as good, somebody who's got shitty taste, and aside from mental illness, maybe just a shitty personality. Now,
tech bros.
Tech bros, exactly. Well, that's oh my goodness gracious! I can't,
Right.
Talk about lost souls.
Exactly.
Talk about lost. They have no idea.
You should. I think, Leslie. I think the best thing to fix their lost souls is to like get on LinkedIn, not Reddit, LinkedIn.
Do you post on LinkedIn?
No. Sometimes I did one time.
What did you post?
Just like a photo of like a stock photo of a person like washing her face.
And did that do numbers? Did it get some likes?
Not really. I wish, I wish.
Yeah, I mean, we can all always wish for that.
Yeah.
So listen, I don't mean to occupy your evening all evening. You've been very generous with us, Jam.
It's been amazing.
It's been amazing. It's great to, and again, like I said at the beginning, this is the first time we've met.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like like an intrapersonal. We're talking. We're using our voice. We're not like using our fingers. To me.
I know, and so I'm very thankful to get to do that. Sort of our voices in real time.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So listen, I like I said, I don't mean to keep you all night, and I genuinely appreciate you being so generous with us tonight. And thank you again for introducing the most effective personal power program in the world to yet another sea of lost souls.
Exactly.
You know,
I got you.
we're indebted to you, and I can't wait to repay that debt to you. Now, is there anything else that you would like to share with our chat? Either something off the top of your mind, as far as, you know, maybe it could be anything. It could be like about 3D art. It could be about NFTs. It could be about personality disorders. Anything. Is there anything else that's just kind of floating off the top of your mind that you wanted to get off?
Nothing really. I think, yeah. I really think we should like go on like LinkedIn. Like all your followers should go on LinkedIn and then just tell them about what's happening here to your place, like to your like Twitch stream. Like tell them about the like I want to ask your chat actually.
Go for it.
Like, are they okay now? Like now that they're like they joined your space,
Well,
your program.
I mean, I have my opinion, but let's see what they have to say.
I want to hear your opinion afterwards. Oh,
I don't want to taint the. Sometimes they just say this. One thing I learned over the subathon is that I thought they understood the program. They don't. They could not. They really bummed me out. How kind of stupid a lot of them were, and yeah. So I feel happy and content and blessed. Never been worse. The program works. I'm not gay, if that's what she's asking. I will never be okay. Never better. I could be better. No, I'm worse. Yeah, see, so you're getting a real shotgun blast of answers. So, yeah, I'll just tell you my answer right now. No, they're not okay. And
cool.
Yeah. And hopefully we understand how not okay they are, but you know, that's I won't get into the weeds of all that. There's a lot of power to be unleashed. We'll just say that. A lot of power yet to be unleashed.
My advice is like maybe drink some Fireball.
Drink some Fireball.
Or listen to the Pitbull song.
Wow. So do some. No. I think that's perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Well, as a therapist, even before that, as a therapist, I always say that we need to. A lot of therapists will talk shit about alcohol and drugs, but you need to keep that on the list of possibilities. If you've got a mental illness, you think you're going to go to a therapist and get it fixed? Probably not. You need all the tools. Alcohol being one, Fireball should be on the top of that list. Yeah. Okay. Well, Jam, like I said, thank you so much for joining us. And thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll have you on again soon.
Right, yeah. I would I would love to like join if your chat wants to see me again.
Oh. Well, that's the thing is that sometimes whether they understand or not, I understand what they need a lot better than what they do.
Oh yeah. You're the master here. You're the guru.
They describe me this way, and I accept it. But well, again, Jam, you listen. You have a wonderful.
Can I just say?
Namaste,
Can
Jam.
I just say? Can I just say?
Yes. Oh, that's what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah. I feel good now that I'm talking to you and being in this like same like maybe like a virtual space with you and the chat, the members. I feel good. Like I feel like it's a one step to like maybe healing myself from the chain I was in, like brought by COVID. Yeah.
Wow. Well, hopefully it doesn't heal you too much.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? You can never be that healed.
Yeah. Well, that makes me feel, you know, overjoyed that this could have a positive effect in your life, all the way from over here. All right. Well, listen, we'll talk to you soon. Okay, Jam? Namaste and thank you.
Namaste, everyone. Bye. Thank you.
Have a good night. Namaste, everybody. Again, thank you again for all of you for being here. And also thank you to our guest, Salawaki, a.k.a. Jam. Jam, namaste. It was wonderful to meet you, sort of IRL, speak to you about all manner of things and blessings and namaste. So, guys, like I said at the top of the stream, very special guest, and I'll definitely provide links to day one, guys. There's it's some NFT business. Very exciting. Again, you know, I've gotten lots of messages. You know, Leslie, are you sure about this NFT stuff? Leslie, NFTs are kind of dumb. Leslie, most of the art on these NFT sites is completely dog shit. What are you doing? You're going to destroy the program. I think less of you. I think less of the program. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get one thing straight. Let's get one thing straight. Do you think I'm going over there to showcase my artistic ability? No. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how much more I can speak about. I'm not an artist. I don't understand it. Most of this stuff is done without me. I just show up. All this shit that you see on the screen is not me. There's a team of people, tech, art, etc., etc. I've got the program. I've got the most effective personal power program in the country. I do not do art. What I'm doing is bringing the most effective personal power program to a sea of lost souls. Now, if artists are lost, ladies and gentlemen, digital NFT artists, holy shit, they need something and someone so bad. And there is nothing. They have backed themselves into a corner. You listen to that depressing story from Jam. You know, on a Filipino island, poverty in every direction, COVID locking down the borders. Can you imagine a more desperate situation? I guess I'll get involved in NFTs. Yeah, that's the kind of soul, that's the kind of person, that's the kind of mind we're looking to unleash, because as desperate and depressing as that situation is, ladies and gentlemen, the power waiting to be unleashed is right on the surface. It is right there. Like I said before, working with successful people, I work for years and years to get to even close to the level of desperation that Jam outlined for us. Where there is desperation, explorations fits hand in glove. Namaste to you. How's everyone doing? Line is open, by the way. Today we are getting into dreams. Dreams, a dream stream on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. 708-240-8953. Namaste, caller. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Tonight we're talking about dreams. What's something I can call you?
It's Michaela. Do you mean like aspiration dreams or like sleep dreams?
Like sleep dreams, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're... Because, you specifically, we know your dreams are kind of fucked, right?
I don't even know if I have any official ones.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, like, one of the reasons you said nursing, I was like, is that your dream?
It's not really a dream. It's just, I think I could help people and it's practical.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's well, okay. So I'm glad that didn't work out. But let's turn to sleep dreams. Let's turn to sleep dreams, Michaela. Do you remember any sleep dreams? Let's just dive right in.
Yeah, I almost wonder if I brought this up before, but I have a very specific one that I remember from when I was a kid. I was at a pool party, and I was like on a swing set that was facing away from the pool, and there was a giant like plastic toy dinosaur that was attacking my house, and I was completely unaware of it.
A giant plastic toy dinosaur attacking your house. And did it destroy your house, or how'd that go?
No, the weird part was like it looked like it was green screened onto the background. But everyone was panicking except I was completely unaware.
You were unaware, but everybody else is freaking out. So once you found out, though, did you freak out, or were you just like, what was your emotional reaction?
I never found out. I was like downhill. Because we have a big backyard and a pool. And I was down the backyard and I was on a swing set where there actually, I think there did used to be a swing set there. I was swinging and I was facing the opposite direction.
Okay. Interesting. And so you didn't even get to have an emotional reaction, it just started happening?
Yes.
Real quick communal vision from Pepperoncini. Well, darling, I've been reading up on the Philippines, and I just keep seeing so much that reminds me of Italy. All them big fancy churches with arches, the statues, even the food names. Like something straight out of Rome. It's so amazing how far Italian folks must have traveled to leave their mark all the way over there. I never would have guessed it, but I reckon the good Lord wanted their beauty spread clear across the world. Ain't that just something?
That sounds like a copy pasta, but I think he's just saying that because, they were colonized.
Right. I think, yeah. So you picked up on his subtext?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just Sunshine Melody, just a little bit of water. I was drinking coffee, now it's water. No. What do you think about colonization?
Not a fan.
Good or bad?
Not a fan.
So
I do think it's good when we need to make colonies and subcultures, though. For like making antibiotics. That's another form of colonization, right?
You mean, but your colonies of bacteria or antivirus stuff and stuff like that? That's a whole different thing.
Yeah, but they're both colonization.
That's true.
But no,
really good point. No. Really, let's not skip over that. Really good point. Really good point. So, do you think that when people are throwing out, they say colonization is bad? Do you feel like they're throwing the baby out with the bathwater?
Are you asking me if they're including that definition?
Well, all I ever see, I never see a single positive thing about colonization. All I ever see is negative.
Right. I mean, it depends on who you ask. If you were to ask maybe the people who did the colonizing, they would probably be pro-colonization.
Right.
But not probably the victims who had their cultures erased.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But but you, if I'm asking you, you said it depends on who you ask. If I'm asking you, you're leaning more negative than positive, even though you've got the sort of nuance to it that, like, hey, hey leftist, let's hit the pause button. This could be kind of good. So I think that's a good. Is that an accurate way to describe your opinion?
No. No. I don't want that on record.
Are you afraid of the masses coming after you? Afraid of the witch hunt coming to your doorstep?
Yeah, I'm so afraid of the woke left. You can't say anything now because of woke.
Well, it's this is actually going to be a fun conversation to have with you because you're religious. I mean, do you see any similarities? Do you see any similarities between the sort of psychological, sort of anxiety present in that woke mob compared to the religious circles that you have found yourselves in historically?
Well, there has been a very unfortunate overlap between I was thinking more like MAGA, but for some reason MAGA is now associated with Christianity, which sucks. But
Communal Vision from Pepperoncini. Review of Sid Meier's Colonization, 1994. A brilliant game with so many facets. One can play it over and over again. Allows the adoption of one of four imperial powers, each with a unique strength based on historical realities to a degree. The game is well researched and educates as well as entertains. Checkmate, Tanner. Checkmate. I didn't even say an opinion. You're not getting me. I didn't even say an opinion, even though I would love to have just sort of kind of just take the rest of the stream and discuss colonization, if that's what we want. I could just go solo on it for about hour, 2 hours. Michaela, let's go back. You were getting into MAG and Christianity.
do I really want to?
Probably not. Thanks for joining us, Michaela. Namaste. Have a good night.
Yeah.
708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Tonight we're getting into dreams on exploration. I keep saying tonight. It's today. It's the daytime. I guess I would turn that t-shirt thing off. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
Oh, God, you can call me Elon's Waifu.
Elon's Waifu, welcome back to the program. 2 streams in a row. Thank you so much for joining us. How you doing?
It's amazing. I have to go to work tonight. I have to work like 12 hours. But I slept for 4.5, so I'm good, right?
No, yeah, that's perfect. I mean, what do you do for work?
Oh, I'm an ICU nurse.
You're an intensive care nurse?
Yeah.
So intensive care meaning, a heightened state of nursing, right? Not chill stuff.
No, yeah, I gotta like titrate some drips and like manage some ventilators and stuff. Namaste.
Namaste. 4 hours of sleep. Beautiful. Well, what's going on? Do you normally just sleep 4 hours, or is that par for the course for you?
I slept so much yesterday though that my body really, honestly, did not need that much sleep today. So my natural self just woke up like an hour ago.
Right.
Maybe it knew that this stream was going to happen, though. So I don't know.
That's true. I mean, you're not the first person to say that the sheer spiritual vibration of our stream here roused them from a sleep. A shallow sleep, deep sleep. Even I woke up a guy that was in a coma.
From a coma? Yeah.
Yeah. You're reading my mind. You're reading my mind. Yeah, I woke him up from a coma.
But listen, though, for reals, about dreams, though, I actually called about dreams. So I read this book called Time Loops by Eric Wargo.
Interesting. Tell me about that.
And basically, it's so cool, but a lot of our dreams are us in the future, like telling us that something is going to happen. But it's only things, this is all evidence-based, mind you.
Sure.
But these are things that, like, you'll think, oh, I had a premonition that, you know.
Quick communal vision from Pepperoncini. If one of your patients croaks, could their family use this stream to sue for malpractice?
No. Come on, Pepperoncini.
I'd love to hear that
Chill.
laugh in court, though, to be honest. I'd love to hear that laugh in court.
Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, but basically, if you have a memory, like if something happens, that memory of it, like quantum travels back to you in like a dream state. So you'll actually see it like that way. So it will come to you first because it was quantum traveling back to you. It's actually real. I'm telling you, Time Loops by Eric Wargo. It's incredible.
How did they measure? How do they measure
What?
the quantum thing?
Dude, I don't know. What do you think? I'm like a scientist?
No, not at all. I would never think that about you. I would never even imply that, to be
Come
clear.
on. You just got to read the book and have some faith, and it's like really fun. And like, you know, they have like, I know this is like really weird, but like, I don't know if people heard about that guy and 9/11, but there was this artist that was like a sculptor, and he sculpted all this stuff. And then he was obsessed with planes his entire career, like sculpting aviation and like planes. And then he won this like major award where he got to present a sculpture in the Twin Towers. And he was working on it the night before 9/11. And it was literally him impaled by planes. That was what he was working on.
Wow. And the artist's name was Muhammad Atta. Namaste, and thank you so much. Elon's wavy. What time does your shift start tonight?
I don't know, 7.
7. Oh, you got plenty of time. Well, what time is it there right now?
I'm Eastern Standard, so it's 3.
Your Eastern Standard, so it's 3. Yeah, you got plenty of time before your shift. Fluxstorm Zero with a quick communal vision. I'm not sure what's more concerning, the nurse's lack of sleep or the nurse's belief in autodidactic time travel. Any response to that?
I do. I'm a believer. What can I say? Listen, were you there when I said Elon has 2 penises and he's a lizard? Come on.
Yeah, we got a believer on our hands. And listen, I think, nursing is such a funny field. Some are scientific, but then some are kind of like they're real believers, real like social workers, life coach kind of types like you seem like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they come in there with their, with trying to infuse hope. Do you try to infuse hope? Are you a hopeful person?
Yeah, I sure am.
We'll have to work on that. Real quick, communal vision coming in from Pepperoncini in just a moment. Pepperoncini, thank you so much for the perspective. I can't wait to get into this. On 9/6/25 at 18:30 hours, officers responded to St. Mary's Hospital regarding the death of patient Mike Smith, age 67. Investigation determined the nurse, who reported sleeping only 4 hours before her shift, mistakenly administered a 10x overdose of morphine instead of the prescribed amount. The patient suffered respiratory depression and cardiac arrest and was pronounced deceased at 0857 hours. Case referred to the medical examiner and hospital risk management. Any response to that?
Well, she should have Narcan the patient instantly. That's poor nursing.
Have you had to Narcan somebody before?
Yeah, but that's only people that came in off the street and they had already like overdosed.
Mm-hmm.
But the drug is still in their body, so you have to re-Narcan them. Sometimes they need Narcan drips,
Damn. Have you done a Narcan drip on somebody?
No. Usually you just keep pushing Narcan.
Is it exciting to Narcan somebody?
They get really mad at you.
Of course.
Can you imagine?
Of course.
Break their high.
You fuck
and
up
if
their
they were in and if they were in pain, if they weren't in pain, they're now in pain again.
Right. They're only. I've only ever seen people be upset that they've been Narcan.
It's amazing. They wake up instantly. They're like, "Hi."
I love that. Do you laugh at them when they wake up?
No. Why would I do that?
Well, I mean, they could use a little bit of something like that, I think.
I smile, that's for sure.
You smile.
I greet them with a smile.
Because they're probably... Anyone ever swing on you?
No, never. I've never had a patient actually try to hit me, no. And I've been a nurse for 14 years.
There was an old lady I had to Narcan once. She was fucking with a whole host of things. I think she shot an 8-ball, and I Narcaned her, and she swung on me, and then I swung on her.
Oh, jeez. You should never swing on your patient. I'm sorry. That's not okay.
I think it's absolutely okay.
It's not okay.
It really is perfectly okay.
You cannot do that. Even if they try to swing at you, you can't hit anybody. That's not namaste.
She was no, it is 100% namaste. She was acting out a sort of.
They're not in their right minds, you know. Like you have to remember that they're sick.
They're sick, and I think what we need to do in terms of medical professionalism is expand our attitudes towards treatment. We got to treat the whole person, not just like that like an idea of them. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, right. So what that old woman was acting out, she was acting out a dynamic from her early teen years with her stepfather.
Oh.
Who was weak. He was a very weak, frail, you might call him a soy man. She beat the shit out of him, and it was very abusive to her. So
she probably really needed that to happen, though, this like reenactment.
Exactly. We reenacted a whole thing. I knew what she was doing. I had the stepfather shirt on. And then as soon as I was able to assert that male presence back into that sort of zone in her mind, she got a job the next day.
Oh, my gosh.
It was amazing.
That's really nice.
It was really amazing to see the program work like that.
How old was she?
That's about 71.
Oh, wow. She had a lot of work left to give.
I know. She had strong bones. She's one of those, she's from a farming family. So she had, she was a thick set chick.
I understand.
Yeah. Well, listen, this has been a really fun call, and I genuinely appreciate you calling for the second stream in a row, Elon's Waifu.
All right.
I want to give you the final little message, though, to chat, in case you got anything percolating on the top of that mind of yours. Go ahead and share whatever you got for us.
No, I don't got anything.
Okay,
I'm just playing a video game.
708-240-8953. Is 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
How y'all doing, Leslie? A shrimp toaster back for call number 3 in a row.
Namaste. Listen, this is did you say you're the first caller today?
I'm no, for my third show in a row I'm calling in. I called in on your last 2 shows.
You did?
On the first show, I was the first call of the day. Yeah, I don't know if you remember. In the second show, I was somewhere in the middle there. And now this is the third show, and here I am. What number am I? What number am I over here?
You're number 3 over there, Toaster. It's great to have you.
Hey, there you go. Third show, third call, baby. That's what I'm talking about. There's always a connection you can make if you try.
You bet.
There's always something to hook on to.
You bet. Thank you so much for making the effort. 3 streams in a row. Namaste to you, Toaster.
3 streams in a row, baby. How y'all doing over there? I called in because I had one of them sleep dreams you was talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is a dream stream.
Indeed. Go ahead and talk to us about it, Toaster.
Yeah. So this sleep dream, I was a cowboy. I was a real life cowboy in this dream. Ain't no joke, Leslie. I was all dressed up, get up and gussied and all that junk, and I had the hat on. I had the cowboy pants and all that stuff. And I don't remember. I did a lot of things as a cowboy. A lot of it's blurry, but I do remember the end of the dream. As a cowboy, I remember entering somebody's home, like a home invasion type deal. You know what I'm saying, Leslie? And nobody was home, and I was like kind of sneaking in the home, and I don't know exactly what I was doing in there. I was just kind of sneaking around this house that I had invaded. And I came across a crib, like a baby, like for a baby sleeping, And I ever so slowly, ever so quietly, I crept up to that crib, and I peeked in there. And what did I see in the crib, Leslie? I saw a little baby in there sleeping, a little fast asleep little baby guy. Just sleeping away, minding his own business. And I remember in the dream, I looked as I peered down into the baby crib out loud. I said, witness. I said, witness. And I remember I pulled out my revolver.
Did you say witness or did you say witness?
I said witness. Like this baby is a witness, and I pulled out my revolver. To me, and I don't know. I don't know. I woke up. I put my hand on my revolver, and that's when I woke up. And I don't know what was meant to happen after that. I don't know what if witness. If I'm saying like this baby is a witness and I gotta kill it, or if I'm saying like. What else could it mean? Why am I pulling out my revolver? What do you think about that? Because I cannot stop thinking about that, Leslie, and it's got my mind twisted and turning. I do not kill babies, and that's what the implication was in that dream. And I'm twisting and turning over here, Leslie, scared out of my mind that I might have killed that baby in that dream. Ain't no way I would ever do that in real life, let me just say.
Killing a baby. Now, did you know that this is a home that was foreign to you? You didn't know the people whose house that you invaded?
Didn't recognize a damn thing, not a single clue.
Poor with a communal vision that's going to be up on the screen in just a moment. Can't wait to get into that perspective. Thanks so much for the bits, Poor. Really appreciate that.
Thank you, Poor, darling. Leslie?
Communal vision from Poor, saying the word conscious.
Conscious. That's so true.
Now, talk to me about some of this business with the killing the baby.
Well, I did not kill the baby. I don't know if I killed the baby, Leslie. I'm calling here for you to tell me that there must be some other explanation and that I did not kill that baby in that their dream.
No, listen. Let me tell you one thing about dreams, Toaster. Let me tell you one thing about dreams. They often, I said this during the conversation with Jam, aka Salawaki. I said that I'm scared of my subconscious mind because it's powerful. And what I mean by that, Toaster, is that shrimp and toaster. What I mean by that is that this dream is a perfect example. There is such an energy, such a chaos. You yourself wouldn't kill a baby in real life, would you, Toaster?
Never. And that's what I said here from the start, from the get-go. I said I would never kill a baby in real life, never would even think about it. Once it's out of the womb, that is, because I do believe that women have the choice, and so on and so forth, but we don't need to have a debate about that right now. Leslie.
Now, I didn't listen to anything you just said, but to continue with what I was saying is that I know you wouldn't kill a baby in real life, and that your mind could produce a version of yourself and give it to you in a way that you would have to sort of embody, even in a spiritual realm. That's power. That's exactly the kind of power that I'm talking about. And exactly that kind of power is why I am terrified of my subconscious mind. So, listen, Toaster, what you are feeling right now, not that you're going to kill a baby, even though I'm not going to answer that for you.
I'm Shrimp Toaster, by the way.
Shrimp Toaster, listen. I know it's difficult to sit with. I know it's difficult to look at. But this version of you, there is something calling to you from this reality. The baby-killing toaster. And I want you to explore that. I want to explore that with you. Have you ever wanted to kill a baby before, ever? It's okay if you can tell me anything.
I believe I stand by what I said just a moment ago. I do not have any intention. Come again?
You can tell me.
Yeah, I was in the middle of saying it right there.
Go ahead and finish up.
I forgot my train of thought now. You done gone and crashed my train.
See, ladies and gentlemen, if it was that strong, if you had that much conviction, if you were going to tell me that you would never kill a baby, do you think you'd forget halfway through the sentence? You think you'd forget halfway through the sentence what you were trying to say if you really felt convicted about that?
That's dirty of you. That's dirty of you to talk like that.
I think that's perfect.
I have ADHD. I have an illness, Leslie. I have ADHD, and that's not real. That's trucked up of you to talk about me like that. To pretend like I actually do want to kill babies, and that's not right, Leslie.
First of all, listen. ADD isn't is
It's ADHD. Hey, they don't use ADD no more. It's ADHD.
ADHD. Listen.
Shame on you. Shame on you, Leslie.
Like I deserve shame for not receiving the software update from the experts.
And I told that's another thing, Leslie. I told Maya that I have ADHD, and she laughed at me. That's what everyone does every time I tell them. They think it's a joke.
Yeah, I was there for that, actually. I was lurking in your chat, and I saw that giggle.
Yeah, it's not a joke. It's not a joke, Leslie.
Well, that was actually the only time I even liked Maya. The rest of the time, I couldn't stand listening to her talk.
Well, you be careful about how you talk to her. We're still boyfriend and girlfriend, so you watch your mouth out there. Excuse me?
I thought you broke up.
No, we had a talk. We break up a lot. I mean, we do this little fake breakup thing where we tell each other, we fight, we yell, but at the end of the day, we always get back together. We all know. We know it's going to happen. We have a very we just like to. That's just how we communicate. It's a complicated relationship, Leslie. Anyway,
listen.
I just wanted to drop in and say hi. Maybe I'll get fourth call in a row.
No,
on the
Toaster,
fourth
can I give you some homework?
Yeah.
Okay, listen. I love your presence here. We're best friends after all, and I love every time you find the time to make a call.
Mm-hmm.
And because I've grown to appreciate, and I've really come to know you much, much better over the course of, years at this point, Toaster. So when I say I'm going to give you homework, I really feel like this is going to do you a lot of good, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Shrimp Toaster, you're going to go out and about, right? It's the weekend. You're going to be maybe getting maybe a Baja Blast, maybe a Crunchwrap Supreme.
I gave up Taco Bell. I quit Taco Bell because they have disappointed me time and time again, and I am done with them.
Well, so you're gonna get Arby's then? What's gonna take the spot?
Just tuna.
Just raw tuna on the boat?
Just tuna and shrimp, baby.
What are you going to drink?
The sea.
Okay. Well,
That's how we do it on the boat, baby. Yeah, you don't know nothing about that boat life.
Anyway, I've got some homework for you. You're going to be out and about, to and fro the boat, between your house and the boat. And you're going to, when you see a baby, not if you see a baby, when you see a baby. What I want you to imagine is shooting the baby. I want you to make a finger gun. I want you to point at the baby, and I want you to pull the trigger in your hand. Fluxorm Zero Communal Vision. Caller, does Fishing Toaster share memories with normal toaster?
We get our wires crossed sometimes. So like I do have memories of. I have a lot of intimate memories that Toaster had with Maya, and I'm sure he'll have some of the intimate memories that I've been spending with Maya lately.
You can remember masturbating to Maya?
Oh yeah, masturbating. And I don't know how much Toaster wants me to talk about it, but yeah, they did a lot. They did a lot together. Maybe that's what I'll talk about that on my next call. But anyway, what was the question?
That your homework is to, when you see a baby and when you're in between your home and the boat, because I know the boat is your passion and tuna and the seawater is your passion. So when you see a baby, I want you to look at them, make a finger gun, and act like you're shooting them, and really sit with that reality. I want every baby you see, stroller, running around up to the age of about 4 years old. I want you to imagine that you've got a gun in your hand. Point the gun at the child and pull the trigger in your mind and really, really imagine yourself taking the life of this baby.
That's my revolver. I mean, I don't like that idea, but I can.
Yeah, that's the point.
I can give it a.
Listen, this is the power of the next level. You're not gonna like it.
Yeah. Hey, who was that lady you had on at the start of the show? I missed it. Who?
Her name is Jam, a.k.a. Salawaki.
Jam?
Jam, Jam. Also goes by the name of Salawaki as like that's her character's name.
That's too complicated for me, Leslie. I can't keep track of it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not really sure why you asked.
Oh, I was just curious.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I think I'll share. I'll shoot you a link. I'll shoot you a link of her page.
Sure. That sounds great, Leslie.
The way you said sure was funny. All right, let's go ahead and close this out. I think this is going on too long. Namaste, Toaster, Shrimp Toaster.
Yeah. All right, take care easy now.
Namaste.
Bye-bye.
Say it.
Hey.
Say that. Toaster wouldn't say it, but I feel like Shrimp Toaster would say it. Say namaste.
Nah, Shrimp Toaster don't say it neither.
No, he should say it. Say it.
No, we don't say
castrated
that.
men
We
will
don't
shout
say that.
that
ahead and say
everyone
it.
needs to
I
jack
don't like
off
it.
less, or
Well, just say
worse
it.
yet, stop jacking
No,
off
I don't want
altogether
to.
as a means
I
of
don't want
remedying
to.
spiritual ills.
Yeah, I got a
They
quote.
are in desperate need of a mature man to tell them that the only way out is through more.
Say it.
Did the quote go through?
Yep.
How come you didn't say quote? Why I gotta say it?
I don't know. Maybe that's my relationship with Shrimp Toaster now.
Shrimp Toaster don't say namaste. Ah, shit.
708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. We are discussing and exploring dreams tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Line is open. Manny Toadlet, namaste to you and welcome. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Sunshine.
Sunshine, welcome back to the program. How you doing tonight? Or today?
I'm doing good today.
Wonderful, wonderful. What have you been getting up to? It's the daytime, right? It's not a normal time for us.
Yeah, I'm going to a birthday party, but I'm going to a birthday party in like a couple hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so and whose birthday party are we celebrating?
So it's kind of like, okay, so I went to the beach a couple weeks ago, and I seen this friend, like, okay, they weren't my friend in high school, but like we knew of each other, but they recognized me on the beach, and they were like, hey, Sunshine, I know you. And then I remembered them, and then they were like, we talked for like 6 hours, and then they were like, oh, come to my birthday party.
So when exactly did you meet him?
Well, we knew each other in high school, but we weren't really friends or close.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of exciting. You're a real social butterfly.
I mean, I was just sitting on the beach, and then they just like walked up to me and was like, Sunshine. I'm just like, I'm trying to, relax, but it was cool, I guess,
I mean, was it? So you genuinely vibed with him, though?
Oh, it was crazy, yeah. I mean, they were like a guitar person, like in high school, but I'm like a ukulele person. And we actually had a moment in high school at one point where we were both cutting class. We were just in the hallway, and they were playing the guitar, and then I was playing the ukulele, and we vibed. So I did remember that.
Oh, so okay. So this guitar and ukulele thing, that's not like a metaphor for anything. That's like an actual. They play the guitar and you play the uke.
Like the musical instrument. Yeah.
Right. You're like, it's not like okay, I understand. Okay. So do you still play the ukulele?
Oh yeah, I'm self-taught since I was like in high school. Since I was like 15, about.
And do you play like songs on it? You played on Infatuations once.
I did. That was me. I hope I traumatized you, but you look like you enjoyed it.
I did. I really enjoyed it. That was a really nice touch.
Thank you. And Louis was playing the guitar as well, so it was like a joint effort.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. That is so fun. How long ago was that?
Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know. More.
That was only 2 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago, maybe.
I thought that was like on a previous Infatuation, like a while ago.
Wait, I played the ukulele. Oh no, I'm thinking about in the subathon. I called in and I played the ukulele.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking about. Wait, I never played the ukulele on Infatuation. Did I?
I thought you did. Maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering that. Well, listen.
Well, maybe in the future.
Well, I want to get into your dreams. I mean, we could chop it up. We're old friends at this point, and of course we could, chop it up about this, that, or the other. But I really want to take you to task though on tonight's theme of dreams. Now, tell me, do you remember your dreams very often? Or do you even dream at all? Talk to me about that.
Oh my gosh, I dream so vividly, and I remember like all my dreams. I actually used to be like thoroughly into dream interpretation because of that.
Would you say you remember more often than not?
Oh, I always remember my dreams.
Always.
Sometimes
Wow.
I don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
I missed that word. Okay, always. Now, do you have like a recurring dream that's been on your mind recently, or one that kind of stands out?
I have the high school dream that like like most of the times, like it's like I'm like in the morning I wake up and like I'm getting ready and like I'm late and like I'm like, oh, and I'm getting ready for school, and then like I go to school, and then like when I'm in school, like I'm just trying to leave. I'm just trying to get out. I'm trying to escape. Or I'm trying to like run away.
Run away. Talk. What are you running away from? Something or another, or is there?
Well, I mean, as I've gotten older, I think I've come to terms with the fact that I have social anxiety. But when I was in high school, I don't think I really knew that. So, like, I think it's, like, the memory of when I was in high school, like, of me just, like, feeling like I want to get the fuck out.
And would you say high school was the last time that you consciously felt that way, that you needed to, quote, get the fuck out?
Oh, no.
What's another thing that you feel that way about? What's another thing?
Like my human vessel.
That this body of yours, you see it as a source of oppression.
I mean, I don't think it really can contain me. It tries.
So you've got an adversarial relationship with your body, right? Like you're like foes, like your old foes.
Is that like war? Like I'm at war, adversary? Is that like I'm at war?
Yeah,
with my body?
basically, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Interesting. What would you say that you're winning or losing?
Well, I would say I'm winning the war, but some battles I do lose.
What's one of those battles?
I mean, I don't know, like my brain wins sometimes. Like sometimes I have to overcome my brain, but sometimes my brain's like, no, don't eat, don't drink, you know?
So this eating and drinking is a battle that you see yourself winning or losing?
Winning. I think I win when I eat.
Interesting. Okay, so you win when you eat, because this thing is saying like, don't eat and don't drink. Don't let anything in.
Yes. I think we spoke about this. Look, I have a gas problem. Oh wait, yeah, I don't know.
No. Speak on it. It's been, if you have, I'm having trouble remembering the details of it. Go ahead and give us a little bit. Give us a little bit.
I think I was like burp. Like sometimes I try to drink liquids and then like I burp and then like I spit up like a baby.
So your body rejects it. Okay, and you're wanting to consume, to either for pleasure or just for baseline survival, and your body's like,
It's hard. Like sometimes I feel like something's wrong with me. I don't know.
Sometimes you feel, what was that?
Like something's wrong with me. Like I can't just do basic human necessities, you know?
Yeah, no, there's something wrong with you for sure.
Okay, so I knew I was onto something.
Yeah, no, there's something wrong with you. Big time. That's not normal. No, normally people could just eat food and drink liquids and they don't really think anything about it, because that's a very normal, basic thing to do.
Yeah, my brain doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't. No, neither does your body. So you're at odds. It sounds like you're at odds with your body, but also at odds with your own brain.
Yeah, it is my adversary.
Wow. So you're a warrior, and it's going. You're getting it from all sides over there.
I do feel like my dreams do help me though. Sometimes they try to lead me in the right direction. Like sometimes I'll get like a warning dream. Like one time I had this dream that like my dad was trying to shoot me, and then like I looked up the interpretation and they say like, oh, if you got shot, then that means you're gonna lose the argument. But if they shot at you and missed, that means that they're gonna lose the argument.
And did you find that to be true?
Yeah, it was really true. It was really a warning. Yeah, it really helped mentally prepare me for that time in my life.
Mm-hmm. Wow. We're really tilling the soil right now, Sunshine. We're really tilling the soil. It's really nice to get this level of detail about certain things from you. Now, when it comes to your dream, though, to approach your dream for a moment,
My dream?
yeah, I'm meditating on it for a moment. You're trying to escape it. This makes sense. This makes sense. If I was going to give you some homework, it would be to facilitate dreams in which you are trapped in a small space. I can put together some sort of maybe we can do a guided meditation about it. You being trapped in a small space because I think you're a tough person, you're a bright person, you're largely winning, but I think weirdly enough, what's in between you and the next level isn't. I think you need some losses. I think you need to stack up some L's. I haven't heard a single loss. I hear nothing but winning, toughness, brightness, preparedness, resilience. We're gonna do a quick guided meditation that involves a defeat or loss for you. Okay?
Oh, okay. Namaste.
All right. Namaste, Sunshine. All right. Let's see here. Pepperoncini with a communal vision before the guided meditation. Let's go ahead and get into that perspective. Can't wait to review this and incorporate this in today's exploration. How we doing, chat? Pepperoncini Guru, how excited are you about the new SNL cast member reveals? Good news. I think they're keeping your favorite cast member on the show. Oh yeah, I love it. I'm such a fan. I'm such a fan of the show that it really makes me. I've got my notifications set up. I get alerts on like 8 different devices when it comes to SNL buzzwords. Guided meditation, real quick for. All right, let's get it going. It's dark, moist, and hot. You hear the immediacy of what sounds like crumbs or clumps patter against the surface directly in front of your face. Your immediate instinct is to sit up from the lying down position, but you bash your forehead on a surface that was much harder than you anticipated. You feel the warmth of blood trickle down your upper lip, down the sides of your face, as you go to pull your hands up where your face is, and you can't get them there. Very quickly, adrenaline shoots through your body as you realize what kind of vessel you are in. And we could have gone a lot farther with that. Maybe something we can earmark for Sunshine Melody in the future. Namaste. Namaste either way. But yeah, as far as SNL goes, I can't get enough of my SNL. I always need my SNL fix. I buy the new iPhone so I can get the updates faster about Saturday Night Live. I wish I could get just really, I love learning about their little podcast appearances. I love when they're in the interviews and they're just like the inside behind the scenes. Oh, I love that stuff. Rayleigh, Explore Abortion Survivor. Namaste to Rayleigh. Blessings and namaste to you. Thank you so much for your support. Ooh. Oh, we got a first time sub. Oh, guys, can we get some namastes for Rayleigh right now? First time sub. Blessings. Wow, thank you for your formal joining of the program. Namaste. Probably just feeling that excitement about Saturday Night Live with me, I'll bet. Probably all those fresh faces, the new faces of comedy. I love seeing what that new generation is up to, right? What are their takes? What do they think about the world? I love getting that freshness. They're so fun. I love the political skit opener and guest monologue, the best part of SNL. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Listen, don't get me started. Do not get me started. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
Leslie, it's me, Jenny.
Jenny, welcome back to the program. How you doing, hon?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Having a really fun afternoon exploration with the community.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be out during the day.
Right. It's a nice little cocktail of medicine of energy that's different than normal.
Yeah. I don't want to stay on the phone. I just wanted to call to get your blessing for my next year of life.
Holy shit.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Genomatic, who got banned, and then Hypocryptomatic. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Namaste, guys. We got a
go.
happy birthday for Jen. Beautiful. And you got any plans for the birthday, Jen?
I'm going to go see my family tomorrow, bring my new dog. We're going to play.
Great. All right.
Today I'm working on wash. Thinking about things a lot.
You're working on wash?
Yeah, laundry. I'm going to do dishes in a little bit.
Ah, okay. So that's like is that a weird Philadelphia way of saying just chores or laundry?
I guess.
I'm gonna do the wash. Is that the phrase?
Oh, yeah. Why? You don't say that?
No, I mean now I've heard you say it, I guess I've heard it before, but it really took me for a spin. Pepper and Cheney says, I hope you DoorDash one cookie for every year around the sun. 50 cookies to celebrate.
Okay, that's not true. See, it sounded nice at first.
Is that like
It
a
sounded
Philly
nice.
thing, or is that an East Coast thing, or what is that? The wash.
Doing the wash?
Doing the wash.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys say over there?
Laundry.
Laundry?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a servant. I do my own wash. I don't go out and do people's laundry or like go to a laundromat. Sounds silly. I don't understand.
What, a servant? Like it's a servant, like if you're doing laundry, that means like there's some sort of like formalness to it or something?
It feels like it. It feels like it.
Weird.
Like it should be somebody else's.
So the wash is yours, and laundry is like you're going to the laundromat and you're like a little peon washing people's clothes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
He's trying to depress me a little bit on my birthday.
That's
the
good.
The song part was nice.
I mean, I think you were already depressed. We're just kind of getting in touch with it.
Okay. My family said happy birthday to me. You sang.
Did they sing?
I'm just going to think of the nice stuff. Yes.
They did sing.
My mom didn't sing the whole song.
Why not?
I don't know. I guess she was busy. You know, as usual.
That mom. Are you looking forward to seeing her or no?
Yeah, it's going to be nice. I know you have a big problem with my mom, okay? I get it. But we tried to mend the fences and just worked on it. You need your family, Les. You can't walk alone. But I did walk alone for a while there, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah. But I wasn't alone. I had the community, kind of. I had strange drunk people showing up at my hotel. Wasn't all bad. Well, I guess
Let's talk about dreams. Do you got any dreams floating around that mind of yours?
I actually had a really bad dream.
Talk to me about it.
Yeah, I typically only have
Also, I just want to
nightmares.
remark, we started this phone call off very positive, and it's just been a slow decline since that very beginning.
Well, I mean, there was just like a couple comments like that I'm 50. You know, that's false. I don't know.
Right.
You
That
made fun of
did
how I
that
talk.
feel hurtful to you?
Yeah, I felt like somebody just telling lies again.
Right. Someone trying to impose reality on you.
Yeah. It kind of made my anxiety start. My breathing has changed since the beginning of the call. I was applauding before. You know, I was happy.
Well, let's maybe we'll find relief in talking about this bad dream.
Okay. I was at my parents' house.
Uh-huh.
And there were people coming in cars onto the front yard, and they were coming down the street first. So we were outside and we ran inside, and I was trying to lock all the doors. I always dream about that. But they got in, and my brothers weren't there, so my parents and my sister and I were going upstairs to the bedroom, because you always want to go up when people enter the house, you know. And the guys who came, they were partying, and he had on the little tighty whitey underwear, and other than that, nothing. And he was in the hallway, and he was bald, and he had a weight problem. By then he had gotten my sister, and his friends were you know, kind of in their underwear too, and they were going up and down the hallway. And they got my sister. I thought she was right behind me, and she was dead in the bathtub in the hallway. And then I went into my parents' room with them, and I was barricading the door with my dad's dresser. And they weren't helping, and my dad was just kind of sitting on the bed. And then my mom had her phone, and I was like, you need to call 911. You need to call 911. And then she was just sitting there on the bed, holding her phone upside down, not even knowing how to press the buttons. I got so mad. Anyway, they started opening the door, and then it's one of those things where I woke up and no, you know what I mean, when you yell, and kind of grabbed at the air.
So you woke up, yelled no, and grabbed at the air?
Yeah.
So you just felt, yeah. So there was a very serious emergency situation happening, and everybody was just kind of standing around, and your sister was dead.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw her in the tub.
They killed her.
I was just dancing in the hallway. What?
They killed her.
Yeah, they got her.
They got her ass. And you were like, let's do something. Your mom's just not on the same page. Dad's not doing shit.
No, she's holding the phone upside down.
So incompetent. On top of that, she's just kind of dumb.
Right.
Well, wow, what a fun dream. That is depressing and dark.
Is that better?
Huh?
Oh, I thought that we were going to get happy.
Oh, we did. I mean, I am. I love hearing about stuff like that.
Is it my sister in the tub?
That definitely put some cherries on top for me, yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely put some cherries. JJ plays POG for the 34th month in a row. Namaste to JJ plays moderator, explorer, Fortune 500 consultant. JJ just stopping in saying hi, saying namaste, blessings and namaste. Thank you so much for that. That sweet prime. That sweet, sweet prime from JJ plays POG. Bless you.
He's a chill dude. Hey, Leslie, can we get my time updated for how long I've been a part of the community?
What do you mean?
The Cryptomatic came after 50 other names.
Right.
And I just feel like I'm not being represented properly.
Yeah, no. I can't do anything about that.
Well, that's just another thing. We'll just think about it, and we'll just circle back.
Yeah, not really anything to think about.
Yep.
Yep. Well, yeah, kind of like that other thing we were talking about the other night.
Notebook.
There's not a really whole lot to go over, and it's kind of out of my hands, and I'm not going to do anything more about that.
Well, when I'm going to be mod?
Yeah, very, very
I'm gonna clean
similar to
this
that
place up.
situation where you'll never be
Right.
mod ever. The length, this whole thing will be over.
Still sleeping
The
on
channel
it.
will be closed. I might be dead, and you will literally never be a moderator. You will never taste the
doesn't-
powerful tools of moderation here.
Honestly, I think that I would be amazing. A lot of these people don't need to be talking. The timeout thing's great. Banning, I could really, I could rule very well for you as not underling to just help out whatever I could do.
Yep. Nope.
Leslie, do you ever dream?
Honestly, I'm in a state of consciousness where I mean, this could be a dream. This could be a dream. I could be in a dream state. You could all be dream-like figures to me. There's no difference between dream and reality for me. And this is bad. This is nothing but pain.
Nightmare. So you do nightmares too?
Nightmare, dreams. I mean, it's. I yearn for the time. Cougar Pie, thank you so much for the 20 bits and the statement of good caller. Cougar Pie approves of you, Jen.
I love that Cougar Pie.
Now, I yearn for the time where I could tell the difference. I would take a nightmare that I know is a dream, or would come to find out later. I would take that 100 times out of 100 over this state of mind that I currently find myself in.
Do you know when you sleep, Leslie?
I mean, I sleep in a dream. I sleep in real life. It kind of just all folds in. Kind of reality sort of just blossoms continually. I wake up again. I wake up again. I wake up again in a dream in real life and dream in real life.
Right. Do you think you should be a therapist?
I think I'm maybe the only person on earth that's qualified to be a therapist, to be honest with you, but that's a tough sell to therapists.
Once that came out of my mouth, that's the same thing I was thinking. That was stupid. That was a stupid question.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was a stupid thing to say. Yeah.
Guess what? I deserve to have a lousy birthday.
No, come on now.
I mean it.
Jenny, no.
Come on, I did. Stupid.
No. Well, what are you doing tonight for your birthday? Actual birthday. What are you doing tonight?
I wasn't lying much.
Just doing the wash?
I'm gonna do wash. I'm gonna work on the dishes. I'm gonna put on clean sheets on the bed.
Ooh.
Treat myself.
Birthday girl, clean sheets. You gonna take a shower or a bath tonight and then get in the clean sheets?
You bet I am, bud.
Shave your shit down and just feel the smoothness of fresh sheets?
Yep. I'm going to work on shipping a lot of David's crap off the TV stand.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Where is he now? His parents?
He is in the bathroom shitting where I'm going to bathe. He likes
right in the bathtub?
acoustics in
You let
there.
him shit in the bathtub?
He goes up on the rod and he just shits into it.
Okay,
Yeah.
happy birthday.
So I've
Put a
got to
little
scrub
candle
it down where I bathe first.
Yeah.
Actually, I got to be honest with you, and I don't want to keep, but I don't. David, really, I don't find joy right now, and I don't. It's been for a long time. I just want to be honest with you. I think that I've really kind of blown some smoke up your behind as far as what a pleasure he is. And I think I've been lying to myself, too.
Let's explore that next time, okay? Let's explore that.
You got it.
Okay. Well, listen. You try to have a good birthday, okay, Jenny? I know we just kind of had a bummer of a call. We did not have a good... This didn't...
No.
But that that's in line with the program, though. The power of the next level is not in happiness. It's in really like searching out for these things that are percolating under this veneer of happiness. So I'm so glad that we could do this for you on your birthday. Probably the greatest gift that you could be given.
It's true.
That's true.
Thanks, Les.
Namaste,
guess
of
what?
course. Happy birthday, Jenny.
Love you, bud.
Love you,
Namaste.
Jenny. Namaste. Blessings and namaste. Guys, it's time for me to pee. I have got to piss so bad. I drank a bunch of coffee and water. Guys, sit tight for a couple words about my community of devoted light, and I got to piss, and I'll be right back in just a little bit. Blessings and namaste for the second half of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Happy birthday, Jen.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light
on patreon.com.
where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials not available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. After he admired her picture for a moment, he pulled the sign out of the ground and walked back to the pile of dead dog he was messing around with. On the trek back to someone's rotting baby boy, he kept wondering if Jan had bought that jewelry in her picture on QVC, and that he should remember to look for gifts on QVC when he started getting anxious about gifts for people. It's so downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, everybody. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host creator and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Now, that was a couple words about my community of devoted light. Should you feel called to enter my inner circle and access the growing library of exclusive materials, the link is in chat. Follow that link to where it leads, and you'll get some details about how you, too, can be a part of my inner circle and the program that is to come. Namaste, everyone. How we doing? How we doing? We're at that point. We're in the home stretch. Home stretch of the stream tonight. Today, I keep saying tonight. Peppercorn patty. Peppercorn patty. How are you tonight? Today? I keep saying tonight. It's just drilled into my head. Thank you for joining us, Peppercorn. Blessings and namaste to you. How we doing, everybody? It's difficult to stream right now. I've got shrimp on my lap, curled up like a little baby. Oh. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up that I could call you tonight?
You can call me Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini, welcome back to the program. How you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How are you, Guru?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just kind of settled in, having a nice exploration afternoon. It feels fun in the afternoon, so that in and of itself has been kind of fun to explore for me.
I thought the guest was wonderful. Or the digital artist Jam.
Yeah, you enjoyed her. You enjoyed
yeah.
her segment.
Absolutely. I thought that was so much fun. Good sense of humor, and honestly, just some great digital art. I'm always a fan of that style, like that trout with like the person doing the cornholio on the trout spoke to me.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Like that kind of like PlayStation 2 style, almost like digital art is really neat. So yeah, that was really cool.
There's just something about it. There's something to it. There's just and you know, when I asked her about the trout, I was curious to see, you know, what kind of answer she would have, and the fact that she kind of just didn't have one really just made me even more excited about the situation.
Yeah, just no there's no message behind it. There's no greater thing. It just is wonderful.
I know. You know, I could probably could probably predict what your answer to this will be, but you know, how do you feel about how do you at this point in your life, do you prefer your art when you're taking some sort of art or media in? Do you prefer it to have some kind of message or symbolism or complexity in that respect? Or do you just want to fucking take it in?
You know, I think when I was younger, I certainly would have been like, art needs to have a message. Art needs to change the world. Otherwise, it's pointless.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a great Kurt Vonnegut quote about how they used all of the power of art to try to stop the Vietnam War, and all artists were united in this kind of like, you know, don't let it happen, end the war, and it just didn't. They had no effectiveness.
You know,
against that.
That is so refreshing to hear somebody just soberly state that artists just stay losing.
Yes, or not only they either stay losing or they just become like, you know, like, and then if like the fascism comes into power, a bunch of artists do great, right? Like if they're just conforming their art to like aesthetic, then they win. So I think that really is what sells it for me.
It's an unfortunate reality for a lot of people that kind of define their whole aesthetic on either side of that, right? Some people are going to be pro-fascist, you know, not even that many are pro-fascist, but if you define yourself as opposing it, and then start, making your art about opposing it, like the tide's raising your ship too. Like people they're looking for symbols for their own flaccid resistance to something. So it's really an exciting moment for them as well.
Yeah. I think
Does
a lot
that
of
make
that
sense?
art too. Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. I think a lot of that art that it has the message too. It's just like the message is, okay, this thing's bad. I want everyone to know that this thing that I'm talking about, it's bad.
Demoralizing, yeah.
But yeah, that's all it is. It's just like, hey, wake up, listen to. It's like, okay, it's bad. Now what, bitch?
Well,
Our little bitch artist.
Well, and very few of them have the have the constitution to soberly compare themselves to somebody who's very good at that, like Alex Jones.
Oh.
Like all this moralizing, all this complexity. I'm going to tell you about the world. I'm going to give you a way to think about the massive machinations of the powerful, blah blah blah. They're getting butt fucked by people like Alex Jones out here.
Oh, absolutely. Because he's an artist. He's a performance artist, but also he's a businessman.
I know, and an effective.
And he's about. Yeah, and I think that's the Texas in him, He's got that Texas in him.
He does.
Shout out Michaela.
Shout out Michaela, Texan as well. Do you feel a kinship, Michaela? Do you feel a kinship with Alex Jones?
Born and bred, Austin, Texas, baby.
I feel like Michaela could probably stand an Alex Jones phase.
I think Michaela today, if she wanted to, could send an email to InfoWars and get a job as a reporter for Alex Jones today.
That would be...
If she said, I believe in everything you say, let me come on and speak for you as a reporter. Mm-hmm. She's a woman. Boom. She is there. She is reporting for Alex Jones and making possibly $25,000 a year. So
yeah,
just something to consider.
I think Michaela. I hope Michaela gets this, or gets clipped or something for Michaela, because I think could be a very valuable direction for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But listen, I appreciate your feedback on the on our guest today. I also had a lot of fun talking to her.
Yeah, that's one I'd love to see come back. Like, you have a lot of these, and I hate to use such a loaded term, but you have a lot of these streamers come on. Not like you're doing a personal power program. We have these people who are streamers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it can be a real rotten energy, which has its place. But when you get someone like that who, all of their work is through, away from them, it's separated from them, right? Like for Jam, it was like, that's a character that I'm doing. That's not who I am. I'm not pretending to be that person. It was refreshing because all those people come on, they do their little, I'm a little character on Leslie's show. I'm gonna pretend to be your therapist. Haha, you like to do pee-pee in your pants. It's fake. It's bullshit. We're here for some real talk, and that's what I got, and that's what I liked about it.
It's an unfortunate reality. When I bring those streamers on, what my goal is to really help them. To be honest, they are in a very obvious and very very shallow, weird prison in their minds to have to do the things that they do. And and maybe have to is the wrong word, because they choose to do it. They don't have to. No one has to do that. And but yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like it's tough to get the. Sometimes bringing one of these streamers on, it's like tough to get that vibe anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're just trying to ram their vibe down your throat, like a big old cock, just straight down that long neck of yours.
But it's a soft cock, and it's not going.
Yeah. It just keeps hitting the wall because it's just bent so left. It can't.
Yeah.
It couldn't go down there, even if it,
And it's
figure it out.
It keeps flopping out.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Bitter tasting, so you're not on board with keeping it in. You're just making it a bit harder. Just like, even though you're trying, it's hard to,
I know.
Not find it distasteful in your mouth.
Well, yeah, I'm sitting there. I'm working the neck. I'm working the balls. I'm tightening my mouth around the shaft, and I'm trying to just get the vibe up a little bit. But sometimes it's just it's just refuse. It's a spiritual, deep refusal.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here saying, like, rape my mouth. That's what I'm saying. It's not even rape. It's just fuck my mouth.
Yeah, you're doing like a Looney Tunes where there are like lit up signs that say like rape my mouth, and there's like 8 of them pointing at your mouth with arrows, if that makes sense. You know what I'm talking about? Can you visualize that?
Exactly. And it's not even a trick. It's not a trick. It's a literally do it right here. It's wet. It's warm and wet. Communal vision from Framley Yard. IDK, what's going on? But happy birthday, Jenny.
Yep. Well, that was wonderful. I really thank you for giving the space for the feedback, Guru. But
of course.
I did want to talk theme. I did call in about the theme.
Guys, it's time. Yeah, we're not dropping the theme. We're not getting all lackadaisical just because it's the last hour of the stream. Let's get into it. Dreams. We're exploring dreams. Now, Cheen, is there a dream that's, maybe recurring, or one that stands out to you in recent memory as maybe important, or at least just sticky?
Yeah, so I don't actually remember my dreams quite often, or I don't know if I'm having them or what. If it's that I'm sleeping deeply enough, not getting woken up during the middle of them. I know some people say you don't remember them unless you're woken up in the middle of the dream. Or if it's because I smoke a lot of weed, but I just don't remember them very often. But sometimes I do get some that I remember. I had to go on a flight recently back to California, and I was going with my whole family. It was really important, and so I was feeling that anxiety around the flight. And I had a dream the night before that we were in the airport. I was in the airport, and surrounding me were the other people who were getting on the flight. And it started to happen that people started to just do this bit, like it felt like it was spontaneous, but it was like in order. They were all doing kind of like pretending to be like an Indian phone scammer voice. If you can imagine that, oh, you can redeem, bring the gift card from the Best Buy old lady or something like that. And so they're all trying it. And it's like they're all, in my mind, they truly are like, it's the similar bit, but they're taking their own spin on it. And the lady who is the flight attendant, who's the one who kind of like facilitates the flight from the, at the gate, is like, hey, that is problematic. No one is allowed to get on the flight now. And I was really stressed out because, I got to get on this flight. I can't miss it. And then that's about all I remember of the dream. But it was prophetic in a way because I went on the actual trip. And part of my flight, first we landed in Atlanta, and we were waiting at the gate in the Atlanta airport to go to California. And there was this dad with his family. And this guy sounded very much like, from Georgia, outside of the city, flying in. And I'm sitting there next to my son, and I hear from a distance from this man, "Oh yes, me Reiki very much. Me love you long time." And it came true in a way. And I was just shocked that my mind pierced the veil into the future and was able to deliver to me that some form of this was going to happen. And this is not a joke. This is not me doing a bit. Both of these things happened truly. I am not exaggerating in any way. This is real.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this came up earlier when we were discussing, the work and life and of Jam, aka Salawaki. And it's coming up again now. And this is as good of a time as any to broach this particular area. Something that, it gets tricky to address in mixed crowds, but it's a Saturday afternoon. You guys are here for the real stuff. You're here because the program works. You're not here wandering your way in here on Twitch looking for a JO sesh, and you're thinking, nah, maybe this guy's face will work. What you're going to get right now is the Straight Talk Express about a particular phenomenon in this program. And that is what is referred to commonly as the supernatural. I don't like that term. Supernatural. It's just natural. The mind and body, when working in concert with another, resonating within each other, are capable of things that, to be honest with you, would absolutely dumbfound the scientific experts that plague us with the slave chains of objectivity. So what we're getting into right here with Brother Peppercini is nothing more and nothing less than the fruits of this program. Foreseeing, the gift of foresight, the ability to access the mind as it operates independently of the dimension of time that our conscious minds are tethered to. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a joke. We like to joke around here, but this is not one of them. What you are seeing is real, and it is possible for you, for many of you, should you continue to put in the work here at the program, the most effective personal power program in the country. Now, Cheen, how did that emotionally feel for you to sort of unearth this ability?
It was scary in the moment because I was there with my son, and so I didn't want to like ascend in that moment. So it felt like a moment of ascension for me, right? Where did I have to fulfill some sort of part of the prophecy as well, and do the like, you know, ching chong in the airport at a high enough volume to make the gate agent like prevent anyone from going on the plane and inspire other rednecks in the area to take it on as well, you know?
Spread like a virus, yeah.
Right. Because if you start ching chong in an airport, you know, it sparks joy in a redneck's heart to hear that.
Oh yeah. To just watch the wings open up on the spirit of someone like that is inspiring, to put it bluntly.
You just watch their hands immediately go to their eyes and start pulling. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have it genetically baked into them, and to watch them, and maybe it's not genetic, maybe it is taught, because to watch the father impart that onto the son in that moment.
Yeah, I mean, for them it's generational. It's a generational ritual. Yeah.
Yeah.
They it's like training wheels for a bicycle, or getting keys to the first Mustang when you're 16 or something. It's they get them started with the different ethnic eyes and the accents and whatnot.
Yeah,
and
that's right. No, the accents are important.
Yeah. Well, and not to get in the weeds of that sort of stuff, but to really do an anthropological deep dive into that culture. If you get into certain parts of Georgia, certain parts of Alabama, certain parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, like the actual Deep South, they really impart the differences between a Thai accent, between a Japanese, between a Vietnamese, between a Filipino accent.
Yeah, there's honestly their use of the scientific method when it comes to their racism is. You don't see it in the traditional scientific clusters around like DC or New York or Philadelphia or California. It is an application of the scientific method by every citizen in the society there. That's what's so amazing about it, right? Because whether your skin is white or whether it is black, whether it is as maybe perhaps they would say yellow, they all practice the dialects of the other races together. They all come in harmony to that moment. And I think that says something about the spirit. Here in the city, though, because, I'm in New Orleans, it's the liberal city. You're only allowed to teach your children that if you do it through something like Star Wars Episode 1. You have to assign it to a Star Wars race if you want that kind of like the germination of it. You have to teach them Gungan. You have to teach them Nemoidian, right? It's the only way that it flies is if it's, oh, I'm Nemoidian. This is how we sound in the Nemoidian sound in the Star Wars universe.
It's unfortunate. It's tragic, really.
Yeah.
It's one of it's unfortunate and difficult for me to watch as somebody who believes in people, that truly believes in the potential of the human being. It's difficult for me to watch, culturally speaking, what is referred to as liberals. I don't like this term, but for lack of a better term right now, culturally speaking, to watch the quote-unquote liberals castrate themselves in this sense. They cut themselves off from such an immediate reservoir of ancient energy in that they have to make the Gungans, the Nemoidians, they've got to like be ironic or something like this. But if they were just able to let themselves be for a moment and really avail themselves to the resilience of the human mind present in what is commonly referred to as racist or sexist or homophobic, just like maybe without irony, do a little homophobic thing. Do a little like, hey guys, let's go to the beach or something like this.
Right. Yeah, I think there's a lesson to be learned from Tom Hanks's son. I don't know if you know this, but he adopted the Jamaican patois. And the biggest criticisms came from white people, and the biggest accolades came from Jamaicans themselves, because his Jamaican accent was nuanced. It was a study of the culture. It was a study of what he loved about those people, and he was celebrating them. And I think it says a lot.
I know, it says a lot about, have you noticed, he got rid of that voice? He started doing the white person cosplay, and now it's, and now his, he basically just, like we said before, castration.
Yeah.
Castration. Cut his penis off. I'd love to work with Chet someday, but, we can't all get our druthers all the time. Well,
and I wouldn't hold it against him if he did if he dropped the Jamaican accent and picked up something else awesome. He's like, I'm doing the Philippines now.
Right.
That's my new favorite island nation.
Let's go. Let's skip around the world. Let's celebrate. It used to be a thing called celebrating diversity. It used to be a thing called, empathy, subjective interpersonal communication. And here we have, yet another victim in our pile of dead bodies, being created by modernity or liberalism or whatever you want to call it. Really disgusting stuff.
Yes, it's sad to watch. Like you said, castrated. Truly, their balls cut off with a hot blade so that it is cauterized. The sac is immediately cauterized, but they no longer are producing the sperms and the testosterone from the testicles, thus changing and in a way feminizing them from that power and that masculinity that they have. Would you say that's a correct? I'm not an expert by any means, but that was just kind of my psychic read on it.
No, I think that's 100% true. I think you really hit the nail on the head. So much so that I don't even want to. I think we've as usual in our conversations we've arrived at a point. We've made that point. We've made it perfectly clear for those with ears to hear. Now, a lot of people are going to have to listen to this many times over in order to understand the content. Many people are going to have feelings to sift through. They're going to be like, oh, but if I agree with this, then I'm a bad person. They might get stuck in that. So I suggest that you revisit this within the VOD over and over again until it really clicks. But as a point, I think we really nailed it. I think we hit the nail on the head, Pepperoncini.
Yes. Thank you so much, Guru. And yeah, I just encourage everyone, if you can fucking figure out how to get Object to accept your credit card, because I have tried 7 different fucking credit cards.
I have not tried. I've tried several times and it's always a failure. The only thing I've ever been able to hook up to Object is my wallet, is my crypto wallet.
And so did you buy the coin for Object on a different exchange and then use it on?
I understand it completely. It means we should eat dirt, says Fluxstorm Zero. Yeah, I mean, in a manner, yeah, indirectly, yeah. I see what you're doing. Eating dirt being a form of harnessing masculinity in a divine sense. And then us on the other side, sort of finding a way through sort of racism, bigotry, homophobia, finding the humanity and harnessing the power therein, also harnessing the divine masculine. Yeah, I see what you're doing, Flux. Really smart stuff. Really smart stuff. Thank you. Let me see. Let me pull it up real quick. Because I can pull it. It'll take me like 2 seconds. Now, if you're trying to make an account on Object, I log in with my wallet. And can I get it right from the wallet? What the fuck? God damn it, I fucking hate crypto shit. Fucking sucks. All this shit is so fucking buggy and there's 8 different layers of it.
Mm-hmm.
How about this? Well, let me do it now. God damn it. No, I'm not fucking with this right now. No, I'm pissed off.
Okay, well, maybe we'll have a special tech session.
Yeah.
Teach people how to be able to buy your collection, to buy Salawaki's collection.
Yeah, 100%. Let's do that. Let's set up a little. I was thinking of like how to broach this with everyone, because I doubt very many are card carrying crypto people necessarily. But we
can make like a Loom video maybe where it's just going through the steps of like, here's how you sign up, here's how you do the thing, and then anyone who truly cares about the program will make the effort.
It'll really separate the wheat from the chaff, that's for sure.
Yeah, if you don't own one, you having gone through this absolutely tedious Byzantine process of spending a fucking single dollar, mind you.
Yeah.
Literally spending $1. And probably, spending more hours to spend that dollar, you could have earned, the price of 1,000 of those NFTs, depending on what your job is. Just something to
100%. And given the hype, you get for the true believers in crypto talking about all the hype, and then by the time you get to just log into their fucking website, it's you like need a master's degree in computer science.
You don't even need that. You need to be lucky that it's working correctly.
Yep.
For you, Yep. That's it.
Well, because I was
computer science people.
There's like 4. Ostensibly, there's like 4 places you could buy this crypto. We're making a really good case for people jumping on board, but there's like you can buy it from the site, you can buy it from your secondary wallet, you can buy it from your cold wallet, and then there's maybe another whatever. It's we'll do a little toot. We'll do a toot about it.
Again, but this process should, in my opinion, should be made harder. And it should be made more challenging to do, because those who actually go through the gauntlet have proven themselves to be actual explorers of the program to donate $1 to you, essentially.
I think if you're thinking what I'm thinking, there's going to be a little incentive for that coming in the future.
Okay. Yes, let's talk about that offline.
Yeah, let's talk about that offline. All right. Well, Shane, thanks so much for joining us tonight, being so generous with your time.
Thank you, Guru. Think of your sword that you'll. I'm so sorry. I hate one more thing. I'm so sorry. Just from the castration conversation, one thing I've been doing lately is visualizing the sword in which I would castrate people with. That you would make super hot, that you can slice the balls off and cauterize it. For me, it's like a big salami scimitar sword that would be like an Arabian Nights.
Yeah.
For you, it might be something different, you know? Maybe it's a broadsword. Maybe it's like a big Zweihander, you know, German shit. Just something to consider there.
Yeah, I'm gonna meditate on that. You know, in the past I would have said katana, but I don't know if that's the right answer for me right now. I'm gonna have to think about it.
Yes. Thank you, Guru. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste. Is buying the digital art a way to support the program? Yes. Yes, it is. We have just begun the journey over there. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Fram.
Fram, welcome back to the program, brother Fram. How are you?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm outside in nature and shit, so that's pretty good. How
That's
are you?
good.
How's the program going?
Oh, it's going good. We're having a real nice day today. We sat down with a guest earlier, a new friend of the program, and somebody who really helped facilitate delivering the program to a brand new world of digital NFT artists.
Wow, yeah, I'll have to go back and check them out. Is that one of the friends you was talking about a couple months ago or weeks ago or whatever? I don't know how time works.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. It was a fun conversation. She's a fun gal. I'm already excited for the next time she'll pop on the show.
Nice, yeah. It'll be nice to see. I don't know. I feel like all this NFT crypto shit is mostly used by dipshits right now, but you know, I'm always interested to see somebody actually use the technology in a way that matters and.
Yeah, I'll drop the link again in the Discord because she's actually good. I mean,
Nice.
that sounds so fucking smug. She is good.
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, the initial prototype
just-
for this shit was a bunch of poorly drawn cartoon apes. Looks like some Newground shit.
Yeah, it's a bunch of speculative nonsense that everybody got to project all their weird insecurities onto, and then the rug pull, and then you can't sell shit to retards anymore, so then now people have to do something or not. And largely they haven't gotten the alarm to start doing something, but this our guest today she's talented and fun, and her work is cool.
Nice. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'll go back and look at the VOD.
Yeah, word. But you're in nature. So listen, maybe it's a perfect way to get into our theme tonight.
What is that theme?
The theme today is dreams. We're having a dream. So we find ourselves, you know, in the flux between seasons right now, right? And normally during the flux, it brings a certain amount of chaos and tumult to our subconscious minds. And I see this as a perfect time to access our subconscious minds via the dream world. So, Fram, when I ask you about dreams, are you somebody that remembers dreams ever, or that ever actually has dreams? I feel like we've talked about this before, but I'm having trouble remembering.
I think most people have dreams. It's just different experiences. Because I've had dreams that are just like kind of a feeling, and I wonder if that's it. That's the whole dream, just a feeling I had while I was sleeping. But yeah, I remember my dreams when I'm not high all the time, which I haven't been recently. So,
Flux, to answer your question, yes, there's some bullshit, but Object's got people actually doing stuff. Not high as much. Is there a reason for that, or just a seasonal change within you, Fran?
Oh, I just like to take breaks so that does something. I mean, it's sort of a maladaptation I have from not having like health insurance for so long. You can't really afford mental health care, and weed is probably destructive in the long term for that, but in the short term, it helps a lot.
I was going to say, I mean, these tools are very important, and I feel like most of the people that are the quickest to say that you need therapy and kind of judge anyone for having or not having it, you know, are the first people to just sell the fuck out when it comes to affording it.
True.
You know,
Yep.
In terms of like, you know, I feel like there's a pretty good overlap between people that make a moral deal out of going to therapy, and people that are like, you better get in the voting booth and vote,
Yeah, that's true. Like these actions that we've seen, not be particularly effective for for the people that need it most.
Exactly. So,
which is wild. You got to question the whole like setup. Like I think mental health is too rationalist.
Unfortunately so. I mean, it's plagued by. Oh my goodness gracious! I'm not even get started on my.
It sounds like it sounds like another topic in the making.
I know, right? I know. That'll be fun. We'll have to put that together.
Let's crack open everyone's mental illnesses live on Twitch.
Yeah, and discuss how you've been failed. Now.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so you're taking a little break to get back in. So when you're on your weed break, do you find yourself remembering dreams more or having more of them?
I think it's that I have more because I usually remember my dreams, but weed fucks with your sleep cycle, so you probably can't dream. I don't know how the fuck it works. I just said this shit was too rationalist, but I imagine my sleep is just different, so I have different kinds of dreams.
Well, speaking of these dreams, is there any recently that you remember?
Yeah, I've been having these weird recurring dreams in this giant, this is kind of a stereotypical dream setup, I guess, but I'm just like wandering through this mansion that has the rooms are more like, I don't know, they're not room like. Sometimes like, oh, this is a room that's supposed to be like the bar from Casablanca. That was one of them. And other times it's just like, oh, I'm in the woods now, and I don't really understand. I still know that I'm in a mansion and there's a roof somewhere up there, but it's more woods-like than room-like, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I've been wandering through this mansion. The first time I had the dream was orphan, wandering through the Hey Arnold universe, and we got up into Arnold's room, and it had been clearly not used for a long time by humans, but 50 fucking cats, including some of the cats that we know, were in there, and they're trying to give us tasks and shit to let us use the skylight to get out, but I don't know, we both have ADHD, so we immediately just started wandering through the mansion again. We ended up in Drake's basement from that Atlanta episode about Drake.
I never watched Atlanta.
It's good. I think you would like it. I think you would love it, to be honest. Yeah, we were talking about Chet Hanks earlier. He's in one of the episodes.
Who's in one of the episodes?
Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son.
Oh yeah.
It's actually making fun of his patois because it's an episode about in New York. It's pretty common for rich white families to have I don't know, Trinidadian nannies, I guess. I mean, it's all kinds of you know what I mean, taking advantage of people so that you could pay them to watch your kids so you don't have to.
Right.
Kind of deal. And so yeah, that's the background of Chet Hanks' character. And it's set at this funeral because this kid's nanny has died, and Chet Hanks is there just doing his thing, speaking his patois, and it's pretty funny. Like Gene was saying, he's not really out of place to the people in that church.
Yeah, and good for him for resisting. Good for him for resisting the vitriol thrown his way during that period.
Yeah, he certainly was dedicated. Is dedicated. I don't know. Does he still talk like that?
I don't know if he still talks like that. I saw a video or something that he did a country western song or something. I don't know.
The fuck.
I mean, in interviews, he went in and out of the patois. I don't think he exclusively spoke like that anyway, right?
That's weird. Commit or don't.
I think he
everybody has different voices though, so I shouldn't really.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good, well, I think he would be a really fun voice in this whenever there's this discourse about code switching. I'd love to see him. I'd love to see his head show up in a documentary.
Yeah. Code switching is so interesting because everybody does it, but people are sometimes not aware that they have these different voices inside of them. You got your school voice and your home voice, and that is a form of code switching when you drop between different even just different vocabularies you use.
Yeah, 100. Cougar Pie backing you up, saying it's a great show. Loving Atlanta.
It is a very good show.
Can I tell you? Listen, okay, so you're a person that I would trust to tell me something like this, and you're not the first person that's told me to watch this show. I have a personal little misgiving about what's his name, Donald Glover.
Dong Lover.
Dong Lover.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got. There's something about his vibe that kind of just. I don't know. It's hard for me to sit with for more than a little bit.
He's very arrogant. He's a very arrogant person.
And I don't think.
And I don't mean that.
I don't think he's.
I don't mean. Go ahead. You go.
I just don't. His confidence. I don't resonate with his work. And when I see his confidence, I'm like, where? Why? What's going on? What's going on right here?
So. Yeah, here's the thing about Atlanta is he kind of schemed on the network FX to get it made. He basically lied about what it was about because he was tired of not being able to tell, what he calls black stories. And he wanted to set, this story in Atlanta, and he wanted to have like all these elements that you don't necessarily see in media just because black media gets pigeonholed. And so Atlanta is like this magical, surrealist, fucking like hip hop commentary on, I don't know, just making it in Atlanta. And I think because he was kind of allowed to do whatever he wanted, and he's actually a pretty collaborative person, and there's lots of different voices involved. I think it kind of sheds that issue that he has, because I do know what you mean. I don't like Childish Gambino much, for example.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't really like his music that much.
But Atlanta is good, and I mean, he has good taste. I mean, if you like hip hop, he has really good taste. Even if you don't like hip hop that much, I think Atlanta might change your mind a little bit. And Brian Tyree Henry is like a joy to watch. He plays Paperboy, the main character, not the main character, but like the main focus of all the other characters. Kind of orbit around Paperboy because he's the one that is making it as a rapper.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, it's on the list. Sometimes I get hungry for something new to watch instead of watching. As much as I like rewatching the anime shows that I enjoy, looking for.
Yeah, that's comfortable.
Yeah.
This, I think once you get familiar with it, it will become comfortable. But it's a very strange show, and it is actually very dreamlike, which I appreciate. Like something very serious will happen that you would expect to see in any kind of dramatic media, and then like they'll throw in just this element. Like there's like a shooting very early on, and Lakeith Stanfield's character Darius is kind of like the dreamy one, and he has earlier in the episode noticed his dog that has a scar on it that looks like Texas, and then right as the shooting is about to happen, he goes, "Oh, there's that dog again, guys," and then everything goes down. But he's like in the middle of this hostile like situation with his boys, and he's just looking out into the distance, and he sees his dog just staring at him again. And that's like on the shallow end of those kind of incidents in the show. So
interesting. Okay, so yeah, listen, I'm earmarking this right now. Well, listen, to get back to your dream though. So you. Oh
yeah, that's right.
You find yourself in a basement, Drake's basement. Give me a couple words to kind of like get an idea for the vibe down there in that basement, Drake's basement from Atlanta.
Yeah, it's like in the show, it's like his grandpa's basement, so it's very grandfatherly. Like he's sitting in a leather recliner. He's got like an old school, CRT TV and a big ass entertainment center that's built just for that TV or whatever, with like tapes and whatever the fuck. He's trying to watch soccer. There's all this soccer shit on the walls. There's a pool table. It's very in the dream. It's very dark, but I can still see things clearly. But it's very dark down there. I don't know if that's like my subconscious trying to tell me it's a basement. And then like a bunch of people that I know, including a bunch of explorers actually, are like all sitting around a Nintendo 64 that has like an impossible number of controllers attached to it, and they're all playing shit that like we've been discussing recently or playing together in real life. And also Mario Kart, because when I think of the N64, I always think of Mario Kart. And actually, you were in the basement in the corner, and it was during the silent subathon, and you had your beige turtleneck and jacket on, and you just had your microphone in your hand, and it was like you were going to comment on the game, but you were being silent, so you weren't. You know what I mean? But and you were.
When you woke up from this dream, because this is one of those dreams that bops around a lot. Like I think sometimes I feel like with these kinds of dreams, that the mind's got a lot of images and a lot of energies and whatnot to process. So it just really purges a little bit. There's a purging sense. Did it feel like that at all?
Actually, yeah. Like I always wake up feeling a little lighter when I have one of those dreams, because like I think whatever was knotted up inside my head has been like released a little bit.
Interesting. Well, tell me, when you woke up from the dream, was that the main emotional feel? Like kind of just feeling a little bit relieved, maybe lighter?
I usually wake up like in kind of a blank state, if that makes sense. And I don't really like think about what I've dreamt about for a little bit. But I remember thinking like, I don't know, I had like an exciting feeling again. Like I was excited. It was interesting going through that mansion, and everything made sense in the dream. It wasn't weird that I was like encountering all these different places. Or people that don't belong together, or like an N64 that can play Switch 2 games or whatever the fuck. So it was just kind of exciting. And after that, I actually like started feeling a little better. And I have been back to that same mansion and situation several times since then. And I've definitely felt more like myself when I wake up. I talk a lot of shit when we're hanging out and doing the program and stuff, but in general, I'm pretty like reserved. I got a lot of stuff going on, and I spend a lot of time, I call it feeling internal. I don't really want people's energy in my brain. So I kind of spend a lot of time. The weed helps with this too, because I can get high and then I don't really care about decorum or whatever. You could talk to me for 20 minutes and I won't respond.
And you won't respond? Lucky 86, namaste and welcome.
Namaste. I don't remember what the name was, but namaste.
Well, it was Lucky 86.
Lucky 86.
Lucky 86. Namaste and welcome. So I think dreams in this case, like I see the. When was the last nightmare you had?
I don't really have nightmares. I wake up feeling stressed out and sometimes sweaty. And I guess some of the things, I had a dream where I was in like a super beige room, like a waiting room for a doctor's appointment or something awful. And I saw a bunch of brochures on this rack that were from different places I had been. Like very specific too, like here's a brochure about like your friend Tom's house or whatever the fuck. But I was being chewed out by like a very thinly present authority figure. Like it was kind of just like a ghost of authority was chewing me out for something. And when I woke up from that, I felt very stressed out and I was really sweaty and tangled up in the sheets. So I guess that could count as a nightmare, but they're very thin nightmares, if that makes sense. It's mostly like concepts that I'm uncomfortable with. And it's probably not surprising to anybody that I'm uncomfortable with the concept of authority.
Interesting. Yeah, that's not surprising to me at all. You're ready to you're ready to bucket as soon as you pop on here.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that. I love the you said you vamped for 25 minutes during the subathon. You vamped for 25 minutes just talking shit to literally every single message that came through chat. It was amazing.
I didn't realize until you said that just now that I was exclusively talking shit. But yeah, sometimes
it was amazing.
I'm in the mood.
It was like it was like old timey showbiz stuff.
Well, I'm glad it was entertaining instead of boring. It's good. It's good. There are certain people in the community that make it kind of a joy to be a miserable dickhead asshole. Under the agreement that I'm not intentionally trying to hurt anybody, unless they step over the line, and then I don't care. I'll go crazy on somebody.
Right. And it's this exact dynamic, this strength of yours that made you better suited for the split that we put in our mod team before everybody was doing everything. And now we've got the mods and the prods, the moderators and the producers.
I'm so glad I don't have that sword anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. You no longer have to live with that conflict that inside yourself.
Yeah. I get back to using my hands.
Like a real salt of the earth working class fella. Now,
Something
listen,
like
Fram, I think, sometimes people call in and they share their dreams with me. And, it leads to something, really direct and very tangible. You know, sometimes someone's subconscious mind is pointing directly towards something. But I think sometimes someone calls and they share a dream or a series of dreams that the point of them isn't necessarily that they're pointing anywhere. What it sounds like is you've got your subconscious mind as a relief. I think your conscious mind, your conscious life has been going in such a single step direction, largely negative from the vibe I get, that your subconscious mind is kind of just like rebalancing the engine, so to speak. Just let all this stuff out and just really let the steam out so that you feel maybe just a tad lighter. And that kind of situation, it doesn't really benefit necessarily from, you know, from analysis in a very traditional sense. So, I mean, I think what we've been given as a gift from this dream, and chat, let me know if you agree with me. But I think the gift that we've been given by you sharing your dream, this wild, crazy dream, is just the fact that we had a conversation that just really blossomed from it. And we got to explore that with one another.
That's true. I like hearing about people's dreams, especially when they don't seem to have a purpose or aren't connected directly to something in waking life. And that's usually how my dreams are, to be honest. I mean, sometimes I'll dream about the bitch at 7-Eleven that pissed me off or whatever. Those are usually the dreams I remember when I've smoked too much weed, I think. But mostly I have dreams that I think I'm very good at compartmentalizing experiences, particularly negative experiences, to the point where I don't know, I told you I got all fucked up last week, and it didn't even really hurt. If that makes sense. I remember the only part that I remember really hurting was having to put alcohol on the fucking gash on the gash on my brow.
Right.
And so I think dreams are kind of you've packaged everything up and there's probably leftovers that you need to deal with or whatever, or you're just putting the bow on the package I just made. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Wow. Either way, I'm not going to add anything to that because that was good of a recap and remark as I could produce. So, listen, Brother Fram, I want to thank you for your generosity with yourself and being vulnerable with your subconscious mind today on Explorations. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Namaste, Guru.
Of course. Namaste, Fram. Namaste. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got time for one more call. Who's it going to be? 708-240-8953. Always a treat to speak to Fran. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. You're going to be our final caller for the afternoon. What's something I can call you?
You can call me Space Grime.
Space Grime, welcome back to the program. How you doing today?
I'm doing very well. I just really needed to share my testimony with the chat because I think today I received the message in a language that I understand, so I was compelled to call.
Please. This sounds very exciting. You know, the supernatural, what is commonly referred to as supernatural, I'm not a fan of that term, but it has come up several times today, and this is a perfect timing for this kind of thing. Let's go. Talk to me, Space Grime.
So, I have been a lucid dreamer since I was a kid. And I used to think that everybody dreamed that way because that's just how I experienced dreaming.
Yeah, not everybody's like that, though.
I had no idea until I think I was maybe a teenager. I was talking to someone about dreaming, and they were talking about how they didn't feel like they were in control, and they were really freaked out. And I was like, "What do you mean? You can just do something else?" But so later on in my life, I was diagnosed with derealization. So I have the wonderful combination of when I'm asleep sometimes, things feel very real. And then in real life, sometimes things feel like a dream. So earlier in the program, when you were talking about floating in between reality and dreams and reality and dreams, I was like, this is it. This is how I experience things sometimes.
Now, so at an early age, if you don't mind my poking and prodding a little bit here, but at an early age, you thought everyone's reality is like this.
So I didn't develop the derealization until later on in life. But
Okay.
as a kid, I thought everyone had control over their dreams.
Gotcha. And then, so tell me, so tell me this with the coupling between, you know, your mind just kind of doing this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think conventionally it'd probably be described as strong in some ways and weak in some other ways, right? Like the line between real and not so great for you.
Not great, but it is fun to fuck with sometimes.
Fun to fuck with, yeah. But true. Not that it doesn't have a sense of pleasure and joy coming. Yeah, that's 100%. I mean, the reality is your Play-Doh, and that's fun. That's funny and fun to hear about. But as far as what I'm interested in hearing about is the downside of derealization. As you've gotten older, as you've been thrust into a shared reality in which you have some pretty severe limits to the extent at which you share this reality, what kind of downsides have you noticed to this dynamic?
I think some of the downsides are probably that I'll kind of reserve myself more in like more overwhelming situations, because in a dream world I could, you know, go somewhere else or make something happen. So in real life, when I feel like, hey, I got to get out of here, I know that I don't have control over that reality in the same way. So I just kind of keep to myself and imagine other things that could be going on.
Interesting. So you when you feel out of control, which is, I would imagine, pretty. Would you imagine is pretty? Would you say that it's often?
Not as often as it used to be. Now that I'm more, you know, like in tune with myself and how I react to things. But when it does happen now, it's worse than when it would happen before.
That sounds like shit.
Yeah, it's pretty scary sometimes.
Yeah.
Other times it's pretty fun. What's really cool though is dreaming. Dreaming is fucking dope. Like, it is the coolest shit, and I feel bad for other people that they don't get to experience this level of like creativity and ownership of what happens in a situation. Because you can come up with some pretty dope stuff, and you get to remember it in the morning.
True. It's kind of like a little, like a parting gift for the loser of a game show, and it's a pretty good parting gift.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Like, I'm taking the blue pill every time.
Well, yeah, and then the rest, and you're truly waking up on the Nebuchadnezzar, eating slop, weird, you know, weird skulking.
Yeah,
thin.
Clocking into my my work from home job, pushing some buttons, and then, you know, just waiting to go back to sleep. So I get it. Like, Cypher was right.
Well, if Cypher was right, you're blue pill every time. He did the blue, but he wanted to be put back. So would you have sold out the Nebuchadnezzar?
Well, it depends on the relationships that I had on the ship. Because, like, if it was a Cypher situation where everyone kind of hates you and you kind of know it, of course you go back. But, you know, if you're actually friends with the people on your ship, the camaraderie is there, then, you know, you have a more tangible thing to fight the machines for. Then maybe I wouldn't. So it really depends.
I know, everybody fucking hated him.
Mm-hmm.
He was a weird. He didn't really know what to do with himself. I think overall
and everyone knew it. They're like, why the fuck were you the pity hire? Like, everyone looks at him funny, like sideways. He says like one-off shit all the time when you're just trying to do your job. You know, Nebuchadnezzar maintenance.
And now we're in the weeds of Matrix, and I'm having a ball. So allow me to say this, since we're discussing Cypher and the relatability of Cypher. I have long held that, you know, a lot of people, they look to the Matrix thinking, oh, it's an allegory for reality, right? It's about, you get to the real reality? No, you're in the fake reality. You like stupid fake shit, but I like the cool stuff, even though it's rougher
Yeah,
and
even
tougher.
if it's not fun or interesting
Yeah,
or it tastes
exactly.
like a rare steak.
Yeah. So, however, I've seen a lot. This is a tragic aspect of this movie, is that certain mentally ill people, right? They like to give themselves credit for seeing beyond the veil, and they do in some ways. I would need to get into specifics on that, but in some ways they do. But they want to like see themselves as Morpheus. But in reality, if they were genuinely honest about the quality of their living experience, they would be ciphers. They're all ciphers.
Well, I think the problem is that a lot of people see themselves as Neo, right? So like
True.
in his shitty work from home hacker job, he's got filth all around him. He's up late at night. He's fucking alone at his age. My God.
I know they should have had like Chris Chan or something be Neo.
He gets like exactly, but that's what reality is. The people who think that way are Chris Chan.
Exactly. I think in reality, I would say that if you really did like a deep meditation with somebody like that, someone of that ilk, I think what you would find is you would not find a Neo. Neo is the fairy tale they tell themselves who they are. Cypher is who they really are. Their life fucking sucks. If their life was better,
the thing is,
great.
I think that's what they probably set themselves up to mirror is they are Neo and they hate Cypher, but what they don't realize is they never unplugged from the Matrix.
I mean, to see yourself as Cypher, I think is unplugging, is at least in terms of the movie.
Well, he unplugged and then replugged. And I think the people who see themselves as Neo never unplugged in the first place to replug.
100%, because they have yet to sort of really live with the dissonance, suffering, and misery and hopelessness.
Right. Yeah. They didn't have something that they wanted to desperately escape from. They were just born into a world of dopamine slot machines, and they think that they are really suffering, but they don't understand that you're all right. You can play the gotcha game. You have nothing working against you in life.
Basically, you listen.
Enjoy.
I 100%. Listen, let me just say this. I feel like I need to jump in and say something because you've been around the program. You understand what's going on, right? You understand the
Have
basic.
I been on the program?
Huh?
I think this is my first time calling.
Yeah, but you have a certain familiarity with the tenets of what we're getting at. Fluxstorm Zero, the end of Act 1 would be Chris Chan saying goodbye to Rose Chu and promising to not break her medallion. The end of Act 1. Now, Act 1, do we mean the trilogy of the movie trilogy? Or are we talking about Act 1 of the movie?
I think I would believe so. I think perhaps this may be interesting information to you in the community. Fluxstorm and I are married. So there's an additional layer
really?
here.
Oh my goodness. I did not know that. How long have you guys been married?
We've been married for, I think, 6-7 years now, but we've been together for 16, I think.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Well, thank you for sharing that with me. That is fun to know. I like knowing that. Well, and yeah, because Fluxstorm said that we're both huge Matrix fans, and I was like, yeah, how do you know the extent of Space Crime's fandom? I guess now I know that though. So Chris Chan, Act 1, saying goodbye to Rose Chu and promising to not break her medallion. That's giving me something to think about. That's giving me something to really, 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 really chew on.
Yeah. See, and this is how the Matrix is a gift. decades on from seeing it for the first time, we're finding different ways to digest that media through other simulated media from weirdos on the internet. So it's like a gift that keeps on giving. It's the perfect movie.
Beautiful. I don't even want to add anything to that. That was great.
We could go back to dreams, though.
No, listen, we just nailed it. We use dreams as a way to get into the Matrix, which is essentially about dreaming and reality. And this is a failure of modern mental health to not be able to differentiate between the state, the state of dreaming and derealization. They say they have ways to do this. They don't have shit. They don't have shit. They look in the mirror and they're terrified for the most part. Oh my God! I'm gonna hang up and do Jazz Express. Namaste.
Oh boy, namaste.
Guys, let's close it out. Afternoon exploration, going out with a damn bang. Fram asking, is Flux hot? Space Crime, let me hear you sound off in chat. Is Flux hot? Namaste. Namaste, everybody. What a beautiful stream we've had in the afternoon. Thank you to everyone who has joined me on an afternoon exploration. Pimperknuckle resubbing for the 10th month in a row. The program works, says Pimperknuckle. Namaste to you. Weed Pipe, 88 bits as well. 88 bits as well. Weed Pipe, Tony G, single bit. Blessings and namaste. Pimperknuckle, thank you so much for that resub, by the way. Very generous of you to get that sweet prime. I love getting primes. There's something extra sweet about the prime. Everybody knows that, but I'm going to say it again. There's something extra sweet about the primes. Because that prime, you might be broke, but you got that prime. And you got to be careful about how you spend that prime. That is your ultimate devotion and token of support to any channel that you see fit that deserves that prime. So when I get a prime, let's just say that it feels real good. Ooh, namaste, Fisk. Why is Leslie stream middle of the day scary? Namaste. No idea what ultimately you're trying to get to, but I appreciate the journey, sharing that with us. Thank you so much, Fisk777. Space Grime. Space Grime, 5 community subs. Space Grime, first time call in, a long time listener, coming in with 5 community subs. Extremely generous. Holy freaking moly, Space Grime! Thank you so much for that generosity. Unnecessary, but I want you to know how much I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Space Grime. Boney S, 100 bits. Also, you're not sneaking by me. You are not sneaking by me, Boney. Namaste, poor single bit. Thank you so much.
I wish this would stop.
Can't thank you enough for that. Thank you so much for those bits. Not as thankful as I am towards Space Grind, who gifted 5 community subs just a moment ago. Now that is generosity. Single bits, not anywhere near as generous. Also, Fisk, 2 bits. You're way on the other end of the spectrum. I'm thankful, but absolutely nowhere near as thankful as I am to Space Grime, who gifted 5 community subs just a moment ago. Fisk, again, 3 bits. Nowhere even close. 4 bits. Yeah, I appreciate it, but ultimately, I'm going to forget about it. I'm going to remember those 5 community subs. These paltry handful of bits here and there, 150 bits from Weed Pipe. Now we're getting in the zone that I'm going to remember a little bit more. Tony G single bit again. Not, ultimately something that, like a piece of fruit stripe gum or something. Fisk 777, 6 bits. Namaste to you and blessings. Thank you so much. But again, yeah, not as thankful as I am with the other stuff. Thank you so much to everybody contributing this beautiful, beautiful Jazz Express on a Saturday afternoon. A little bit of jazz on a Saturday afternoon never hurt nobody. Never hurt nobody. So let that hair down. Take those shoes and socks off. Rub that bunion. Rub that bunion. Give that bunion a rub. Go ahead. Soak it. Yes, thank you, Nindy New. Blessings and namaste to you guys. What do you say? What do you say, guys? Let's get this, let's get some credits going. Namaste. Thank you to everybody for being here this afternoon. Thank you to my moderators. So much thank you to my moderators. Thank you to everybody that's been here the whole time. It's Saturday afternoon. Fun, light vibe, right? We'll probably get back to some nighttime soon, but thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my mods, like I said. Thank you to my community of devoted light. Blessings and namaste to you. Got some stuff coming to post for the community of devoted light. Post haste. Thank you so much for being a part of the backbone of this program. And I just want you to know how much I cherish you. Genuinely, I think about all of you every single day. I genuinely do. I think about every single one of you. I go down the list and I think about you. I want you to know how much I cherish you. We got some posts coming up that are going to be really exciting, really knock your socks off. In addition to some other stuff, but we'll get to that. Only details only for those that deserve it. Namaste. But blessings, guys. We'll see you all on Tuesday for our normal stream. Happy birthday to Hypocryptomatic. Let's remember that. Nice little birthday for Hypocryptomatic. Enjoying. I don't know what birthday, but I heard it was 50, and I know that hurt her feelings to hear. But I don't know whether that makes it true or not. So, I don't know. What do you guys want? Who are we going for? Let's go. Ooh, let's do, okay, let's do friend of the stream, fun gal. If you don't know about her, you're gonna love her. The kind of intensity that you love to see, and to be honest, is only possible through some kind of illness or disorder. I'll tell you that much. That's my clock. I've never talked to her about it before. I'd gladly discuss it with her, but you're gonna see it. Don't go in there. Some people like to think that I'm being mean when I say that. No, it's called empathy. I don't mean go in there and, don't be, this is not mean time. This is empathy, whatever. I don't give a shit, actually. But Nicole Belafonte is a good friend of the stream. So let's go give some namaste energy. Let's go give some namaste energy to Nicole Belafonte, dear friend of the stream, holding it down. I think it looks like she's got a new filter, making it look even older, which is nice. Blessings, guys. We'll talk to you soon. We'll be back to normal Tuesday, 8 p.m. New themes, new guests. Blasty Booty Toot Master 9000. Blessings and namaste. Welcome. Welcome on in. Guys, again, happy birthday to Hypocryptomatic. I'll see you guys Tuesday. Thanks for being here. Let's take this on over to Nicole and say what's up and namaste. We'll see what album she's listening to.